1, 2, 3. Yeah, I have my game volume to like half.
Okay. I mean,
Okay, there we go. Now my mic is working. Okay, yeah, I had my mic muted. Sorry. Yeah, hopefully everybody can hear me now in the stream. Hart, thank you so much for joining, brother. Appreciate you. Cult of Bacon, and I was just playing Dishonored 2 and thinking about playing Redfall. Hello, everyone. Hey, hello to you, too. Welcome to the stream. Okay, I'm just trying to think of what else I need to be doing here. Let me see. Okay, I've got my chat open. Turkey sandwich. Is this game booty or nah? Well, we're gonna get into that. Here, let me just see about... Okay, my game audio. Let me try turning this down a little bit, because... Or at the very least, the music volume, because I can't hardly hear anything. Okay, let's turn that down a little more. Sound effects, dialogue, cinematics. Okay, we're gonna turn down cinematic volume. Okay. Turn that down, sound effects. And I'll just change these again after the, I guess, sending good vibes. Yeah, appreciate it, man. Thank you. Okay, okay, everybody's here in the voice chat. Y'all go ahead and say some more stuff real quick. Yeah, I feel like I can still just barely hear you guys. Maybe it's just the main menu. Yeah.
if you want, you can go to Discord settings and on terminals there's a user volume you can like play around with.
Let me... Oh, whoops. I think I might have accidentally kicked someone. Okay, here. Alright, let me see. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that, Quizettes. Moved you to a different chat on accident there, man. Sorry, guys. I'm still, getting some of this stuff figured out. Okay,
See user volume.
output volume? No, that can't be right. That's not right.
Just right click on her name on Discord and you can see the user volume.
Yeah, that's what I have it up all the way at like 200%, and I'm still having a hard time hearing you guys. That's why I'm wondering if there's maybe something else that I'm not doing. Say what?
You're coming very, very, very clear. You're like the loudest of all the
Yeah, I figure, but okay, here, let me okay, first off, let me just go ahead and get it switched over to the game so that way everybody's not looking at a starting screen, even though that's a super dope starting screen. And the game's not even showing. Okay, well, that's a problem. Professional streamer here, guys. Just bear with me. Let me see. Okay, Redfall. There we go. There we go. Okay, cool. Alright. Okay, okay, yeah, there we go. And everybody on the stream can hear me, I hope. Let me see. Yeah, so I have you guys at like 200% volume, and I still can just barely hear you. I wonder...
Have you checked?
Are you doing it through the Discord on the phone or through the Discord on your computer?
Yeah, it's on the computer right now. Let me see here.
Increase the game volume.
Let me see, I increased output volume, maybe? That's...
Output volume should be it.
Yeah, I have output volume all the way up to 200% now. Okay, we'll tell you what. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. We're going to turn music volume all the way down so I can actually hear you guys properly. And because the music's a little loud. Have you double checked what your output source is? Are they going to the wrong device? Yeah, no, the output's going to my headphones, as it should be. It shouldn't be going unless like it doesn't need to be going to the headphones. If it needs to be going to something else here. I got all three of you guys at 200% volume though, so that's why I'm wondering why I'm not.
Well, I was trying to link mine to my Xbox. I thought I had it, but I ended up having to plug into my phone.
Ah, I gotcha. Let me see. And then, and sorry, who was that said that just now?
Quizats.
Okay, Quizette. Sorry, I'm trying to. This is the first time I'm chatting with you guys, so trying to make sure I'm familiarizing myself with your voices. So, okay, that's Quizats, and then Demonic and Connor. You guys chat real quick.
Testing. This is me, Demonic.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Testing,
I can hear you there, and
testing, Connor the Otter.
okay, and then I can hear you guys. And then, are you guys just talking through like a headset microphone, or?
Yeah.
I'm using a SteelSeries headset.
Okay,
I'm
gotcha.
using a headset.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
using the headset.
And then Yoda, Bauer, your mic is great, but they are quiet, so I don't think it's the menu music. What is it then? I don't understand what it is.
Well, we have simple gamer heads setups.
Yeah, you guys don't. Yeah, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You guys don't have like the. And mine's not even a fancy schmancy microphone. Mine's just like a Blue Yeti, just kind of a very standard one.
I will say this: you do sound different in voice chat than in your videos.
Yeah, well, that's the first for me. So it's interesting. You hear me in like a live setting, and on my videos, I have more of a tendency to be a little bit more, I guess, monotone. Like I'm like, hey guys, here's the newest video. So, let me see.
No, you're not like that. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been watching you.
Yeah, appreciate it. And appreciate you guys taking some time out of your evening just to chill with me and play the game. Yeah.
I just like recently, I just like beat this game like last weekend. So.
Oh, okay. See, I'm.
So I just want to like experiment to you how it feels co-op and see if it actually feels any better in co-op.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because like my only experience with the game so far has been primarily the solo with Jacob, and then I did a little bit of co-op with DeMarco Dude, which I don't know if any of you guys were there for that stream or not. I don't recall. It's been it's been almost like 2 weeks now. But I did like the 2-player co-op with him. I haven't actually done a full 4-player run. So this, I'm really curious to see how the characters kind of synergize with each other. With who? I don't know. Some guy who rambles about Starfield all the time. I don't know. He's super annoying.
Oh, man. Ramble about Starfield.
Appreciate it. Thanks for jumping into the stream, DeMarco. Appreciate you being here, brother. Was worried I'd be late, but I finally caught a stream in time. Absolutely, Lord. Appreciate you being here as well, man. We're just trying to figure out some audio stuff, which I probably should have gotten this figured out earlier, but maybe it's like I'm just trying to see how, like, what are the settings I can change to make it to where you guys can come through a little bit louder, because I have the output volume. Do I need to change the output to like a different device? Okay, here, try talking now, guys. Okay, nope, that's not the right one. Okay, I think I just switched it for myself. That's not correct. Yeah, that's coming through the other one. Stupid suggestion. Have you looked at the Windows audio mixer just to make sure something isn't wacky? I have not. Let me try that. Everybody is still with me, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I should have been way more prepared for this. I'm sorry, guys. Let me see. Okay, sound. Let's see here.
I just gave up Ted Lasso with my wife tonight for this.
My apologies.
I'm just messing with you, man.
Let's see. Okay, format. Okay, my output volume is like that, so that's that. I don't want to go deaf with my ears. I don't want to do that. Okay, volume. Is it the volume mixer? Is that what I need to be looking at? Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. This might be... Maybe... Okay, let me try this. Okay, you guys go ahead and talk real fast.
Talk,
real fast.
words.
Okay, I figured it out. I think I got it.
Lovely.
Oh, yeah. I
We
definitely...
have a solution.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that... Jesus Christ, that almost blew my eardrum out. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Okay, everybody on the stream hear him?
Can you hear us?
Yeah,
Yes.
can everybody hear him now?
Yes, you see, as a legendary Jack Fred says, whenever something goes wrong, blame dice. Dice, please.
Dice? I love Jack Frags. Yeah, that's way better. Sounds all good now. Okay, awesome. We fixed it. All right.
Okay.
Troubleshooting issues are over now, everybody. So first, just want to get the greeting out of the way. Appreciate everybody jumping into the stream. And appreciate Connor, Quizats, and Demonic Marine 117, which I love what is that, like Warhammer and Halo? Is that what that is? Yep. Okay, yeah, awesome. I wanted to make sure my geek cred is still intact. So... way better. Stream issues are always fun. Absolutely. And Yoda, I think this is the first time I'm actually seeing you in the stream, so appreciate you jumping in. I followed you on Twitter a while back. I think you had posted like some Deathloop stuff at one point. I don't recall, honestly. It's been so long. I can't hardly keep track of anything these days. It's so difficult. But yeah, anyway, thanks so much for jumping into the stream tonight, guys. Connor, Quizats, and Demonic. 3 of my channel subscribers decided to spend a little bit of their evening just playing some of the co-op with me. We're going to do a full start from scratch, all 4 of us playing as all 4 of the different characters. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just stop rambling. I'll get to some questions kind of further into the stream here. But all right, new heroes. So everybody's chosen who they want to play as. So I'm trying to think. Connor was going to do Layla, which you already have like a level 24 Layla. Were you going to use that one, or are you okay to start from scratch, or?
I'm okay to start from scratch.
Okay. Yeah, I just figured, if we're all playing different characters, kind of start from scratch, see how it goes. So, and
I guess
we could...
Oh,
sorry.
That makes sense. We all just start from scratch, so we're all kind of on even footing.
Yeah, we're all kind of on even footing. Exactly, it was kind of my thought process. So, so Connor was going to be playing Layla. Demonic was going to play Jacob. Quizats was going to play Devinder, and then I decided to play Remy because, to be honest, like a lot of people have been saying, like Remy's the least interesting. The more of the game that I watch, Remy is the one character that I don't feel like I've seen a lot of her gameplay. And I, obviously being the guy who talks about Arcane all day, every day, 24/7, I feel inclined to play through the game with all 4 of the characters at least once. So, I got a little bit of time with Layla, but I'm going to be picking Remy today because I figure with 4 players, if I can kind of lift everybody else up, boost everybody else with like healing and being the support player, I feel like that'd be kind of good. So I would read the background there, but I've kind of already read a lot of that stuff. So we got Remy there, and then Layla, who is level 4, which that's not too far ahead of everybody else. So, and then so we have everybody. So. Yeah, that's me. Enjoy your stuff. Appreciate it, Yoda. Thanks. Yeah, I think we're ready then. So,
medium difficulty?
Say what?
Or wouldn't it do hard? What difficulty?
Oh, we're gonna do hard. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
We're gonna do the midnight difficulty. So here's the thing. On my solo, this is what's funny, and I feel awful. This is going to be the first time I can actually talk about this in a public setting, like after having posted the sponsored video. But I'll get into that once we're actually into the game. So I'm going to ready up.
Okay.
Oh, DeMarco is saying you guys are still hard to hear. Okay, so then let me fix that then real quick. So, okay, we're going to launch the game. I'm going to play that intro cutscene. Hopefully we don't run into any issues here. Okay, yeah, there we go. All right, let me turn you guys up a little bit more. Let's see. Let me pull up the... Okay. Volume mixer. Okay, here, how about we do that? And then...
Oh, game just starts.
Oh, did we just skip the intro cutscene, or what happened?
No,
Glitch,
it's
I
going.
think.
It's playing.
Oh,
It's playing now.
oh, okay.
For a moment, it just like started off the game.
Oh, that's
Just went straight
interesting.
to it.
Okay, well, let me see, because I haven't gotten into that yet. I'm still adjusting some audio settings here.
Gotcha.
Okay, let me see. Yeah, I'm still loading in. That's weird. Okay, so yeah, well, that's probably because I alt-tabbed out, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. So,
Yeah.
whoa, okay, yeah, I'm in for some reason now. That's... Okay, is it going to play for me, too, now? Is it going to be a delayed situation here? Okay, that's interesting. Sorry if I'm not interacting much. I'm in the middle of a hunt in Monster Hunter and absolutely losing my effing mind. Funny enough, the monster I'm hunting is vampire themed, so that's cool. Well, hopefully I don't distract you too much. Appreciate you, Hart, for jumping into the stream. Hopefully you can hear him a little better now, DeMarco. I might have to tinker with my audio throughout a little bit here, but... Okay, this is weird, yeah, because everybody is just kind of...
I'm currently watching cutscene.
Yeah. And okay, why is the cutscene not playing for me? That is so weird. I'm just here, just chilling. I don't even have my my little buddy with me. Where are you at? I don't have Brebone.
Well, I think you'll probably have to wait until you kill the first vampire to get him.
I guess something's... That is so weird. Well, that's issue number 1 of the many that have been publicized about this game. So, you guys have already watched that intro cutscene, so I hope you all don't mind me kind of talking over it. But
I hope.
This is the first time that I can actually like publicly discuss this after posting that last video that I did. But Bethesda did send me an early copy of the game. I had been playing since like what was that Thursday? Let me check that calendar. The game launched on May 1st that evening. I had been playing the game since April 27th. And I could tell none of you. Because I actually signed a NDA about that. So, and it's funny. You'd think that, like, me having had a couple of days of early access to the game, I would have beaten it by now. I still have not beaten this game. Like, I am about to jump into the Miss Whisper fight with Jacob, and then from there I'm assuming it's like jumping into the final boss against the Black Sun. So I'm like right at the end of the game. I have one more neighborhood to clear. I have about 30-ish hours playtime with Jacob. So I still haven't quite completed the game yet, but...
Oh, wow.
I don't know about you, but for me, an arcane game is not about beating it. It's about playing it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And
trying to find what all I can find.
absolutely. Are you guys still watching that cutscene, by the way?
Yep, we are.
Hell yes.
Okay. Are y'all getting towards the end, or?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna just take this candy off the table. So sorry, I'm stealing all the goodies here. What are the odds that the cutscene's gonna play for me the minute it's over for you guys?
Yeah.
Because I hear my robot buddy moving around, but I can't actually even see anything. The game looks
So
pretty
you're
good
saying
to
I'm
me.
the one to, like, pretty much speed through the campaign.
I am not the kind of guy to like speed through it. I was not eager to speed through it. With an arcane game, I am always going to take my time. Like, no matter what sort of, you know, embargo or NDA I have, or like, I wanted to get that sponsored video out as quickly as possible, to kind of, have something out while the game was still fresh in people's minds. Little did I know that the game was going to be so ill-received. Like, I mean, I ran into some issues playing the game early, but I didn't really experience or feel like anything was really odd or out of place. It wasn't until the review embargo dropped that I realized I was like, wow, people are running into a whole bunch of issues. I guess for me, I ran into like a couple of isolated things, but there was no way for me to know that everyone else was experiencing those issues. So,
Like, I'll be honest. Like, I'm
okay,
I'm
there you are.
critical of this game, and like I'll say this, like, this is
Yeah.
probably
Okay, so everyone's here, right? Okay, so then my robot buddy is not. Where's my robot buddy?
I could hear your robot.
Yeah, you can hear him, right? So, okay, and the note for the captain's not even there. So I wonder what's.
I got that. But
Huh.
Oh.
Okay, and I just got the quest objective, so that's interesting. I'm not hearing any of the character dialogue. Oh, what happened? Whoa. Okay, my game just crashed.
There you go.
Okay, all right. Well, that's issue number 2 right there. Okay, well, that would explain why I was not seeing any sort of intro cutscene. So, wow, okay.
Well, if you crash, we're probably gonna get booted here in a second.
Yeah, most likely. So, okay.
Can't even read notes.
Yeah. Sheesh. Yeah, that's a problem. Okay, it's all right. We're gonna work through the technical issues, but man, I have been enjoying my time with this game, but man, oh man, they have some serious work to do to get this game up to a like even just a remotely decent standard. Right now for me personally, I feel like it's a 6 out of 10 with all of the issues and the bugs. I've definitely been having fun, but it could easily jump up to a 7 or an 8 if they just iron out some of this stuff. But this is wild. It's the ship's console sparking.
Yeah, I
I'm
just
pretty
got
sure is
kicked
what it is.
too.
Yeah. Well, for me, this
What's
is
that?
probably my least like this game is most like I've been disappointed in Arcane. I feel like this is just like not
Yeah,
Arcane I grew up with, like loved.
that's
I just find like
yeah.
too much of this game is like not like this is not Arcane. You guys could do better.
No, they definitely could have. I agree with you. Having now had well over 2 weeks with the game, just myself personally, it's I'm gonna have my full honest impressions. I'm gonna have like my full honest impressions coming in like a video format later on.
You see,
but
my greatest fear between jumping from Deathloop to Redfall is that I found Deathloop, like the AI in that game was kind of.
oh yeah, the AI in
flags?
the AI in Deathloop was definitely spotty as well, and they
Yeah, and I was hoping that like Arcane would see the like feedback from that game and hopefully implement ways and like improve their AI in this game and make them feel a lot better.
yeah.
And then it's like this AI is
I'll be
just
honest, I didn't even
wow.
finish Deathloop. I didn't. I don't know.
It didn't click
like
with you?
Said, the AI was not challenging. I don't mind going over an area,
Mhm.
but the areas weren't as interesting as say a Dunwall or Talos 1.
Yeah, understandable. Totally understandable.
Like,
Is Connor still on, or did he?
I'm still here.
Okay, I don't
Yeah.
see you online on my thing here.
Uh-oh.
see issues.
Okay, are you guys all
I personally
playing?
think
Are you
the
guys
game's-
all playing through Xbox, or are some of you
Yeah.
playing through Game Pass? Some of you are playing through PC.
I'm
Xbox
playing
Game
on
Pass.
PC.
Through Xbox.
Okay,
Yeah,
through
yeah.
Xbox, and then there's some
Xbox Game Pass also.
other guys through
Yeah.
PC. Yeah. Let's see. You were just cutting some Redfall some slack, and the game said, "Nah, we are accountable." Crash. Yeah, that's literally what happened just now. Honestly,
Yeah.
that's
I just don't think
yeah.
they were done. I think another year, they would have this game would have been an Arcane.
I
classic,
I
think
have
there's
seen
elements
I've seen a
that they
lot
wanted
of
to put in.
yeah.
You
I've
see,
Yeah, this
you see, my
This game
problem
definitely
is
needed
I
some
don't,
more time in the oven.
I don't, I think the game has just a fundamental issue with the gameplay loop. I find it just feels too much like any oh, this is kind of like
Yeah, like
too much
your
like modern-day
standard
Ubisoft games.
kind of, yeah, your standard open world fluff and whatnot.
It's like
Yeah,
nothing really screams about me. Like this is like, the arcane twist in open world. It just feels like a really safe like a safe let's play safe, not do anything crazy open world game. Just like
yeah, for
and-
sure.
And with like how competitive the open world market is these days, and how much stuff is coming out, I think like they would need to do something like radically different for people to even
Oh yeah,
like.
for sure.
Well, I
Quizettes, are
think
you
if
ready?
They had if we were able to climb like you could in their previous games, and they had the little hidden secrets everywhere, which I think that they were going to eventually go to. I love, my favorite part of the game has got to be whenever you find the little remnants.
Yeah, you find the
know,
little, yeah.
The story being told through those remnants is the real story to me. And
Grave locks.
Yeah, the grave
that's
locks
it,
and
the grave
stuff.
locks.
Yeah.
Well,
and if they had more of that incorporated into the game, where and a way to get to the things, a more interesting way
Yeah.
to move around the world.
well, Kiwi, you need to ready up.
Yeah, here, you want to just ready up real fast? Well,
Oh shit.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. No worries.
Yeah, I just find it's just like it's that and some
Yeah, there's
skill like
To be
one
honest,
point is like skills reviews kind of like really nailed it down, which is like I totally agree with him. Is that the definition of immersive sim is that you take a door and it's games before immersive sims were all about you have a door and you have a key. The immersive sim is about you have a door, you can lockpick it, you can bust it open, you can crawl through the vents, you can go through a window, you can find all these other places to find
okay.
it, like
Why am I still? Okay.
Oh,
Oh, now my cutscene's playing. Wow. Okay. Well, I'm gonna skip that. So. All right.
Yeah.
Because I've seen it before, so
Right through.
I don't really need to see it through a different perspective there. Okay, here we go. Now I'm getting up off the floor.
Was that?
There's Breebone.
Okay.
There we go.
Bribon! My friend!
He's
Better
massive.
get to shore
Hey,
before the
Dad.
sun goes down.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was that big.
So many
Yeah,
times
he's-
I wanted to get off this island.
Aw, he's so cute.
no.
Those little
Got
spindly
to
legs.
finish college first. Way to go, me.
I'm just gonna
Wow.
Not safe in here anymore, that's for sure.
Sorry, I gotta read the note in the book, man, because
Yeah.
if I don't, it's like my OCD just goes nuts.
Right. Okay, let me catch up on chat here while you guys are kind of looting the boat. Okay. So I haven't actually seen much from this game yet, being a bad Arcane fan. Did that say Captain Bellamy? Was just rewinding. Yeah, a lot of people have pointed out that it was probably like some kind of Prey Easter egg. And then DeMarco asks, what is your average game score? I honestly don't know. I don't like giving scores. I feel like scores... I agree with a lot of people who say that scores are very reductive. There's just no real
Hey, Jake.
like value to kind of gain from that stuff. I don't know. I guess I'm having a hard time saying it, but I don't really like giving games scores. If I had to, like, if somebody put a gun to my head and told me to give this game a score, I would say a 6. That's what I would give this game. In its current state, that's what I would give this game. But, you know, with improvements and fixes and updates, obviously I think it can get to like a 7 or an 8, just me personally. It's never going to be... this game's never, unfortunately, going to reach the... Why can't I pick up that ammo? That's so weird.
I couldn't pick it up either.
Yeah, that's weird. Well, anyway, okay, let's see. Where is everybody? Okay, everybody's still on the boat, so that's good. Okay, and I got my buddy with me, Bribon.
yeah, 2 pistols for some reason.
Okay, but yeah, I don't necessarily like to give scores. But what would you say is an average score? I'd say like a 6 or a 7. I would probably align myself with like the IGN, probably closer to like the IGN rubric, I guess, is where I would technically align myself with. And how's the game running for you guys, by the way? Because I'm hosting, so I don't know if it's too laggy or if it's pretty smooth or.
It's pretty much the same as I experienced in solo. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's good. I just want to make sure there's like some parity here and that it's not super laggy for you guys. So.
Wait.
I think it runs, from what I've read, it runs better on Xbox.
Yeah, for sure. A more stable 30 FPS than on PC for sure.
yeah, this game is not optimized for 60 yet. Like, I mean, just the reversal stutters alone, just
Got these guys popping off over here. Jeez. Okay. All right, but yeah, we got everybody here. This is cool. I feel like I'm gonna miss some of the dialogue, but I'll try and catch as much of that as I can. Okay, I have so much in the chat to catch up on. Did you find the PlayStation controller / console outside of the safe house? Yeah, I think so. And I don't know if it's like PlayStation specifically. It's just kind of more of a very generic looking game console, but Deathloop has my heart. Yes, I enjoyed Deathloop, so that was a lot of fun. I wish I could debate people on Deathloop's AI. They were not downright dumb, especially late game. However, I will say the Visionary AI is the biggest offender of weak AI. Yeah, I mean, AI across the board has not been great in Arcane. Like, that is one of the biggest flaws that you can point out in Deathloop, and especially Redfall, is AI has not been great.
especially on Prey, which had pretty damn good AI.
Yeah.
Yeah, Prey and
I trust there's good people
Well, even
on
in
this island
Dishonored,
still.
you know, if you took out a guard, another guard would move up and start patrolling his area.
oh, I didn't even one-shot headshot the guy. What in the world? Okay, so well that shows that the difficulty balancing is kind of tuned here. Okay, Visionaries weren't as smart. Fighting each Visionary should have been fighting like a real Juliana. Also, the guards on Black Reef are drunks, not highly trained. Well, that's one of the excuses that people would give, right, for Deathloop's AI is like, oh, these guys are like drunk or they're on drugs, and it's like, no, let's not.
There's the station.
Like, yeah, they are, but let's not use that as an excuse for bad AI, guys. You know, so. Woo. Okay, so well, I guess we're nixing the stealthy route, huh?
Enjoy your dirt.
Sorry,
Sunshine.
I've been playing COD and Halo recently. So.
Oh, no worries, man. Honestly, I'm not picky. And this game doesn't really prioritize stealth. I mean, it definitely helps in certain scenarios, but
I mean, you see, another thing I'm greatly disappointed in like Redfall is that like I've known like the Arcane games for their I would call them more iconic stealth kill animations, and this game entirely lacks those, which I guess from like
Yeah.
Dishonored
slide
and
under.
actually like I will say this Deathloop had some neat kill animations, and just games just like whack and they just like drop like a dead fish.
all right. Yeah, there's some of the bad AI right there. So, all right, let me knock on this door.
Hey, you all
I'm
right
a,
there?
go
Hello?
downstairs to grab the shotgun.
We're in
you know.
here. Are
Kill
you?
him.
Yeah. Ugh.
Are the cultists still around? I can't open this door
I got
until they're
tired
gone.
of the grave
Okay,
locks, but that's
Dad would
because
be
the
glad
whole
to pick
game
up
of
the power
Redfall
on
was
it.
told by finding
We've
that
got
type of
wounded
stuff,
in here.
notes,
And they
echoes,
got a
etc.
bloodsucker
Yeah,
in the
I would agree with
basement.
that. Similar to
Boy,
kind of Fallout
can you help
76
us
in that
out?
regard. Oh, okay. Already fighting the vampire. Okay.
I don't have a stake yet. I need to go grab that.
Yeah, probably should have grabbed the stake gun before we decided to. All right, somebody want to nail this guy? Anyone? Anyone? Okay, there we go. Nice.
With pistols. I have like 3 pistols.
Yeah, you do.
There we go.
You see, that's something else I find annoying about Redfall is that like I would think that they would have a better system than like just like having to cycle through all your weapons. Like actually cycling through my
Yeah.
weapons actually got me
Yeah,
feeling like
on a
boss fight.
controller, I heard that's like an issue. I mean, obviously, I don't have that
Healing.
issue on mouse and keyboard, but yeah,
It's like
Healing for me is a problem, man, because I can't do anything else while I'm healing.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you've
Definitely
unlocked
trigger
Remy's
the,
first hero ability, Siren. Press the button to have Bribon draw enemies' attention at the target location. Robotics genius Remy assembled Bribon from spare inventory and prototype parts, putting the finishing touches on him shortly after the vampire takeover started. Bribone is an effective active decoy packed with the most obtrusive and attention-grabbing features Remy could find. Bribone can recover from significant damage, but Remy can expend a rewire kit to get him back on his feet faster if he's ever downed. Okay, that's interesting. So, okay, and I forgot my music settings are turned down because let me fix that. All right, here we go. Okay, catch up on a little bit more of the chat here. Sorry guys, I know I'm holding this up. Let's see, things are bad. Could this game get any worse? Never doubt it. Should we gather for whiskey and cigars tonight? I was hoping at the very least for the cutscenes to be like the ones in the character-specific trailers instead of those still slideshows. Yeah, no, I get that. I definitely empathize with that, so...
Okay, in terms of storytelling, I think this game has the weakest way of doing it.
Yeah.
And then let's see. If I can give this game anything, I think there's moments where it has some insanely good atmosphere. The mission where you have to go to the lighthouse in the first area, I thought set an amazing tone. Yeah, I would agree with that. And Doug, thanks so much for jumping in the chat. I appreciate you.
When it comes to the NPCs in this game, because like I find the NPC characters around there just the least memorable I've ever seen in an arcane game. They're
okay, when it comes to scores, I actually changed my scale. I don't do 1 to 10, I do 1 to 7. Less numbers leaves more room for accurate expression. Yeah, I get that. Have you finished the game yet? No, I have not finished it just yet. I am, however, getting very close to the last boss. So that's something. Let me see. Also, drop a like on the stream. Yeah, like what Yoda said there. Sorry, I'm so busy, so distracted here, guys. Yeah, if you haven't already, definitely consider hitting the like button on that stream and subscribe for a little bit more Redfall or Arcane content if you guys are interested in that.
Appreciate what you've done for us.
Which not a whole lot of people might be very interested in this game at this point. So, and I mean, I totally get why. Let's see, maybe it's just me, but Deathloop's updated AI from Golden Loop was pretty good. I'd assume by that point the AI was pretty fixed up, they were super attentive, and stealth was fairly challenging. Stealth in Deathloop, the fun is aggroing the whole map at once. Skyzer Boy, yeah, hello to you as well, appreciate you jumping in the stream. Don't completely know what the launch AI was like for Deathloop, it was not that great. I've brought it up multiple times, but man, I'm so happy my first experience was playing it on Xbox, which launched with the Golden Loop. Yeah, anybody who played Deathloop on Xbox at launch for the first time, you got like the best possible version of that game.
If we can spare it.
Yeah, I got it. I played it at launch on PlayStation 5.
Stick together. That's how you make it back alive.
Yeah, I know the PlayStation 5 version is supposed to be really cool, and they added that Golden Loop update and whatnot.
Call you Remy? Good to have you.
Funny thing.
Glad to be here.
Funny thing, I tried to Ghostwire
you know what I
Tokyo
mean.
on the Xbox version.
I'm
I
Anna.
Ghostwire Tokyo while
And this is my
Ghostwire
husband,
Tokyo
Joe.
had like all the
You ran into
content
one of those
with
creeps,
more
yeah?
content than the
Only way to
Ghostwire
kill
Tokyo
him
had
is with a
launched
stake to the
the
heart. Makes
frame
him
rates
pop
was
like a firework.
yeah, it's having like
Those loonies,
lower
you
frame
can
rates
take
than
out
the
with a regular
PlayStation.
gun, though.
Mm-hmm.
We got plenty of those.
I gotcha.
This steak's
Without
free.
spoiling
You
anything
gotta
for
earn the
those
guns out of
still
my
playing, the
stash.
final boss
Sorry.
is arguably the worst one. Oh, really? Ooh,
Yeah,
wow.
it is.
I ain't
Yikes.
sorry. Anyway,
Okay.
nice to meet you.
I'd agree with that.
Let's see.
Get off
Okay,
my
and then I
feet.
got it on PC like 2 to 3
Go
months
on.
after launch.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's part of the ongoing issue with AAA gaming these days, right? It's like if you're buying a game at launch, you're getting an incomplete product 90% of the time, and it sucks that we're at that point. Like, you know, it's I don't know. There's a whole bunch of different factors that are probably going into that there, but
Well, the thing is, there's no such thing as one type of PC.
yeah, exactly. There's
mean,
so
there's
many
just many
different kinds of
different
PCs
PCs.
that they have to
Wait, what
go
else
through. So, all
If we hit the
right, so
briefing room, what?
2 birds, 1 stone. Okay, there we go.
This was just
Okay, I
supposed
wanna
to be
hear
another
this, 'cause
dry-ass training.
I haven't
Show
heard any
some
of Remy's
coasties how
dialogue.
autonomous tech could help them save lives. Maybe get some R&R. But, nope. No rest.
Anyone else find that?
I've got
oh,
civilians out
sorry.
of firefights, avalanches, and hurricanes. Thought I knew how to yank people out of all kinds of dangers. But this mess is what my abuelita would have called arroz con culo. I did my best to get some folks evacuated on that ferry. Wasn't expecting an enemy that can block the sun and drain the ocean right out from under us. These freaks are out there chomping on people and drinking blood. I can't even say the word. Not yet. But that crap ain't happening on my watch. No way. We gotta get out there, grab some supplies, and help people get through this mess. Thank God I got Bribon working. And he doesn't have any blood for them to drain. Suck on that, cabrones.
I like how I can see all 4 of us in the cutscenes there. That's cool. Okay, yeah, sorry. I just wanted to hear some of that dialogue there, so... Okay.
Well, one thing I will
Have you
say
come
is
across
I'm
the
kind
bottle
of
of green beetle gin yet?
Yeah, that's like a Prey Easter egg, I'm pretty sure is what
Yeah.
that is. Yeah.
There's a lot of Prey props.
There's a
Hey,
couple of assets from Prey in here I've noticed. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, the trash can, the alcohol bottles, the
Let's see.
toolboxes.
Prey was my first arcane game, then went back and played the Dishonored games. Yeah, that's...
Literally what I did.
Yeah. That's how a lot of people started, from what I've heard.
Wait, Dishonored one. When actually, what was it called? The Vox Italis was my first arcane game.
Oh wow.
The very first arcane.
Yeah.
That is... I mean, all respect to you. That is amazing.
Now, if y'all haven't seen it, Notebook has a really good arcane documentary
Mm-hmm.
that's definitely worth watching.
Yeah.
Question,
hell
if
was
I
that?
put this ping
The Hollow
here,
Man?
do you guys see it on your map
That
also?
sounds like something out of
Yes, yeah, I do see that. Yep.
Show up
Okay.
on
I guess we're
Okay,
in
so
one.
gotcha.
Do this to the chopper?
Well, you see, that's how I used to do like figure out my next objective. I just place pings on what I want to tackle first, and just head for it.
Elevator is a perfectly fine word that tells you
So are
exactly
we
what
going
it
to the
does.
ping or are we going to
So
Wheelers?
does lift. It lifts you up, and you save 3 entire syllables.
whatever you guys want to do.
I feel like I should get a say.
I think first.
So I'm listening to all this dialogue. We're like debating. It's like, why are we calling it the elevator? Why don't we just call it lift? That's funny. Okay, why do you think Redfall turned out how it did? I'm waiting for patches before playing. I have a couple of theories that I've seen other people
Too
discuss
spread
in their
out pretty well.
videos and whatnot.
Actually,
So.
I've seen enough evidence online suggesting that this game was made during Bethesda's ZeniMax live service.
It was
experimentation
during their
phase.
live service phase where every game had to have a multiplayer component, and yeah, that is kind of what I also personally lean towards. Is
And,
that
and you see, and then after they had 76
and Wolfenstein Youngblood was the other
Youngblood.
one, yeah.
kind of just I guess the best way to describe it is shit in the bed.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
And
And,
they,
and Deathloop was part of that as well, wasn't it?
well,
Because that had PvP.
yeah.
Let's
like-
see.
At least I'm just guessing
Yeah.
from that.
Okay, and sorry, I'll
Personally,
get
and
to
this is
chat
just
here in
an
a bit, guys.
opinion, but I think that that Phil Spencer wrote a check that Arcane couldn't cash. He said it would be out, and they weren't ready, and they sacrificed this game to give
Nice one.
Bethesda more time with Starfield.
Yeah, I said in my video, and I think Mr. Matty Plays has said it a couple of times, but Redfall had to walk so that Starfield could run, sadly. And
Yeah.
it's a shame that it had to turn out that way, but you know, I mean, I've been enjoying what I've been playing of it so far, and you know, I don't want to necessarily speak for anyone else, but all right, and let's turn this tripwire off so that way I can get this stuff on the roof here.
Yeah, like I've seen enough like leak images, so like showing the live servers as like they had like a actual legit
that.
like like
Safe
MTX,
house.
like premium
We
currency,
just need
a
to
shop.
secure it, then we'd have a nice place to.
Yeah, I
Also-
think.
Seeing those now.
Yeah, I think that the game did start as a live service thing originally, and then they tried their best to try and maybe salvage it, turn it back into more of a classic arcane game. And I mean, they certainly tried their best, but
I think it was, but I think that like the damage was done too.
no, yeah, the damage had been done, and you know, I love Arcane Studios, but you know, Bethesda, they and more specifically ZeniMax, like the board of executives at ZeniMax have made some very questionable decisions. Those guys I am not a big fan of at all. So, and let's see here. Hey, I just finished Jedi Survivor on PC with its wacky performance, but at least the game itself was solid. Yeah, I hear the game is pretty good, you know, if you can get past the PC performance. And yeah, DeMarco, I know I'm streaming on 2K, so I know the stream's probably coming through a little bit blurry, guys. To be honest, I don't stream all that often. I feel like that's probably a bitrate issue that is why it's not running as smoothly as it could be.
Like wow.
Oh, hello there.
Still after.
Oh yeah, got a
like, you know,
yokai.
AI.
Oh, say what?
You know, apparently still after like this apparent the boost, they're still so fat and easy to hide and trigger, fool around with.
Oh, hello. We got a purple assault rifle in there. I'll take that. That'll work.
Purple assault rifle where?
In the crate that you just opened. All of the loot is instanced, I'm pretty sure, so we're all gonna get different things out of it. So, I think it was a lot of Providence equity though, which no longer. Yeah, Providence. Bethesda was privately owned, and there's a lot of weird history with Bethesda as a company, which I think the one person I know personally that has a lot of info about that is Timur. Who he pops into my streams, and he's part of the Discord server, and he's on Twitter. He posts a lot of like really cool stuff about Bethesda from time to time.
So
Well,
let's
you
go.
gotta have people that know how to run a business.
Yeah.
And people that make games don't know how to run a business necessarily. But, you know, ideally you want someone running a game business that actually plays
Yeah.
plays video games. And that doesn't always happen.
Appreciate you trying to keep it PG.
Oh wow! I just got a UV gun. Like,
Oh, nice.
Sounded
right
like
off the bat, which is kind of weird.
So everybody's
Grab the
finding
supply
some
crates from
decent
these
loot here.
choppers.
So,
We could go straight for the supplies or
alright.
head these freaks off. But
uh,
there's that other chopper too.
yeah, no, we wanna
¿Qué tú crees, bribón?
get the supply crate probably. So,
Yeah.
okay, let me catch up on just a couple more messages. Also, yeah, 1080p stream next time is all that's needed. Then you can have the lower bitrate. See, that's the thing. I don't know if I actually can stream in 1080p because I'm playing on an ultra wide monitor, 21:9. So, and it is it's a 3440 by 1440p monitor that I'm playing on. So I don't actually know if there's any way for me to do that.
So yeah, we're going to the supply crate.
Yeah, well, let's go ahead and head over to that supply crate there. Also, all of the characters play instruments differently, so I know, like, Jacob plays the guitar really well, and I think Devinder plays the piano, and...
Well, you see, I will say this. I find the characters to be so... Jacob, I like his story so far. I find Devinder to be kind of annoying. I find Layla at times to be the, how do you do, fellow kids, trope.
Yeah, right.
And, like, Remy is more of a... And then the character you're playing as, geez.
Okay, so I actually need to spend a skill point here. So, Siren, command Breebone to distract... I haven't even used Breebone yet, I've just realized, so... Okay, so Siren lasts longer. Enemies distracted by Siren take more damage from all sources while Siren is active. Yeah, that sounds good. Breebone continuously heals during Siren. No, I'm gonna do that one where they get debuffed, so they're gonna take more damage from all sources. So we're definitely doing that. And how did I end up on the other side of the fence here? Okay, wow, we are way behind you guys. Me and Connor.
Yeah, I was trying to wait for Arcane.
Yeah. I'm sorry about that, because I've been getting distracted here. Okay, time to catch up with the rest of them.
Also, I will say this.
How many is that?
Shotgun versus vampire, shotgun are OP.
Go, Brebone! Distract them!
Where are you?
Good job, buddy. I love that little guy. He's so cool. I love him already. Alright,
Supply crates.
it'll be OBS settings. Your widescreen monitor might have some cropping, but you can afford that for the higher quality. Yeah, I guess so. That's probably true, so.
Okay, well, let's get that.
Do you think they'd increase, or actually, no, wait, I need to go back to Hart's question. I don't want to bombard you with questions during the stream. I know it's hard to read chat and play the game. Yeah, no kidding. It's hard to find a balance between the stream and, like, playing the game. I gotta find that happy medium. I still haven't quite found it yet, but I did want to ask, have you or are you ever considering doing more with your channel than just Arcane content? Absolutely. I mean, I've made non-Arcane content in the past. I have several videos I want to make that are non-Arcane focused. The issue is, on YouTube, when you're a channel that's known for one specific thing and you try to go outside of that comfort zone, those videos tend to not do so hot. And that has been my experience with some of my non-Arcane focused stuff, is that people just don't tend to really
Nice one.
care or really want to watch that stuff, at least in my experience.
Well, I have some great suggestions for you there, Mr. Arcane.
Oh yeah?
What's
that?
You should try the remake of the granddaddy of immersive sims when it comes out.
Oh yeah, System Shock. Yeah, I did play the demo. I thought it was okay, to be honest. I wasn't too impressed with it. Oh god, my aim is potato and my frame rate is dipping like mad right now.
But I'm just saying, like, you should play that game. You know, the one game that Arcane, you know, like Prey is a massive love letter to.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. And I do want to play and stream more immersive sim games. Like, I do want to do a. Someone had mentioned that they want to see me do a. Here, hold on. Let me actually send out Brebone and see what this is gonna look like here. Because he's gonna grab everybody's attention, right? And let me do that. There we go. Okay, that's actually really cool that he does, like, he does grab everybody's attention, so. Okay, and we're getting the trust buff, which is really cool. And there's a couple of achievements that I wanted to get in co-op as well, because you maximize trust and you get achievements. I'm a bit of an achievement freak, especially with the Arcane games, so I want to make sure I get all of them.
So you see, if you want to do like immersive sim games, I'm a big immersive sim fan, so I can like give you like System Shock.
Yeah, System Shock. There's Weird West. What else? There's I keep hearing good things about Control Alt Ego that released recently.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, Thief. You need to try the Thief games because Thief games
oh yeah.
Very much like a stealth immersive sims, and then there's also the iconic Deus Ex genre franchise.
Yeah, I played
BioShock here, man.
Yeah, BioShock. I played BioShock 1 and 2 several years ago. And I played Deus Ex Human Revolution. I never actually finished it. I always regretted it. But so there's a lot that I do need to catch up on. So I mean, if I ended up turning myself into not just a Arcane channel, but kind of more of a immersive sim channel, I'd certainly be open to that.
Well, even then, you're going to be content at some point because Arcane, who besides Arcane makes an immersive sim?
Yeah, I guess that would be the downside.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my preferred game. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
What I like to play. Not anymore. But there's just not enough of them out there.
Yeah. Understandable. And no, I honestly, I do agree with that sentiment there for sure. So.
I think there should be enough of them out there. I don't know why there aren't.
through this back at the fire station.
Beat the mission.
All right. Got the bellwether stuff. I'm not able to open a lot of these crates, sadly. Okay. Whoa. Okay. I'm taking some damage there. All right.
Oh, you're standing.
I heard a little bit about, it was either Remy talking to Jacob or Layla talking to Jacob. It's like, weren't you with Bellwether? And he's like, oh, not anymore. Okay, let me catch up on chat a bit. Do you think they'd increase game count to 6 players when they add the DLC characters, or you think that's too much? No, they're still going to keep it 4. I do think, I'm honestly, now that I've actually been playing the game for a while, I'm very interested to see what they do with 2 additional characters, because that's going to be like a Borderlands 2 scenario, right? Like that'll be that'll be really cool to see, and I like that they're kind of taking that more classic DLC approach. Okay, what is Arcane Leon's next project? Hopefully Dishonored 3. If you want my honest answer, I really hope it's Dishonored 3. And believe me, I wish I could say that it was. Like, I honestly have no idea what they're working on over there. I mean, it could also be a Deathloop 2. Who knows? Like, we'll have to see. But
I'd like to see them take Dishonored and do a time jump with it to something like the World War I, World War II era.
Yeah, well, they can kind of afford to do that, right? Like, with Deathloop being confirmed to be in the timeline, you could have some stuff in between. You could do a prequel. There's a lot of possibilities for what they could potentially do. And also, there's a couple of Gravelocks in case you guys probably aren't interested, but I'm an achievement guy and I want to get all of those. So, also there's like a ton of vampires over here that are like super high. Okay, and I'm a dead person. Okay, never mind. Jesus, I just fell way the hell down. Good lord. Okay, let me catch up again. You can afford the cropping because even on stream things like health, ammo are maybe a 1/4 inch inside. Yeah, no, that's a good point. That's a good point. So, Human Revolution is great. Oh, I know Human Revolution's great. I just gotta actually get around to playing that. And Mankind Divided. Arcane should become an indie games channel. Well, that's the thing, right? It's like a lot of immersive sims coming out nowadays are indie games. So.
Yeah.
And I definitely I do agree with DeMarco when I think he and I shared the same stance, which is that especially nowadays, indies are where the real innovation lies. Okay, I cannot for the life of me make this jump. Maybe I just need to get at it from a different angle because I am wasting my medkits here. Arcane could make the World War II Assassin's Creed game we're never getting. Oh man, that'd be cool.
How am I gonna get that? Oh, okay, this is the little
okay, yeah, if we gotta... Okay, so if I jump from here... Okay, alright, there we go. Whew. Alrighty.
Well...
Can't wait to get my hands on this, because that will make stuff like this 10 times easier.
Oh, no, Layla doesn't have her teleport thing.
And yeah, once again, just want to say, appreciate everybody jumping into the stream with me tonight, taking some time out of your evening ahead of the weekend. You know, TGIF, guys, happy weekend. And also appreciate Connor, Demonic, and Quizats for playing some co-op with me on Redfall, because this is a game that, again, I've said it a couple of times, hinted at it, but it's a game that not everybody is too hot on right now for plenty of justifiable reasons. You know, I'm not going to invalidate anyone who thinks that the game is trash. I'm not going to invalidate that opinion. I really want to see you play Cyberpunk 2077, especially with how close the DLC is coming. Yeah, the problem with, I guess, like, my main obstacle right now is, like, I am a married man, you know, I've got a wife, I've got a 2-year-old son that I'm trying to help watch, you know, outside of the full-time job, so I don't always have time to play games, so I try to use my time... Or I try to make the most of my time, I guess, if that makes sense. So, oh, okay, there we go.
That's the point.
You're getting down there without dying.
Wow.
To be honest, I'm also surprised I didn't get down from dying.
Well...
Oh yeah, there's another one up here.
You see, I played enough Skyrim, so I'm used to glitches.
Is it on the... Oh, is it up here? It's on the ceiling?
Like Skyrim this morning.
people told me
Right
it was
before
a
the live stream
disease.
started, I was going on a great walk hunt.
Disease
I
in
was
the
literally
blood.
looking up a walkthrough and just clicking all over there and trying to find all the...
Put a block in your path there. Sorry there, man.
Killed all of them.
Okay.
I couldn't save none.
Okay, do we have a... Okay, the hitbox is kind of
Where are y'all
wonky there.
getting up there? There we go.
Yeah, we were blocking everybody a little bit there just now, so my bad. I cannot stand Layla's ha 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 wow line. Yeah, honestly.
Wow.
Yeah, get 'em!
Alright. Yeah, my frame rate is... Okay, trust strengthened. Okay, so there's like a trust tier that... So there's like a really high tier of trust that we can get to, I believe, which is kind of interesting, so... Okay, let me open up the menu here because I still have the objective marker on the hillside thing. So did we already do that? Yeah, okay, turn on the generator. Okay, let's go to the safe house.
Yeah, let's do the safe house.
Let's do the safe house mission. Personally, I've always wanted Dishonored 3 to be set in Tivia. Also, thank you for streaming and taking time out of your day to talk with people. Oh, absolutely, man. When I do live streams like this, I do my best to try and let my wife know ahead of time because she has to watch our son for several hours while I'm doing this, so... but yeah, appreciate it, Doug. And yes, I have always kind of advocated that they... Man, you guys are making quick work of these vampires. I don't think I've killed a single vampire yet. I don't think I've killed a single vampire yet, actually, come to think of it, so...
I'm on a hot gamer juice right now, so I'm just on the hills, just going on it. Yeah.
Okay, well that's gonna call in the cavalry right there, so let me send out Bribone, get a little distraction going here.
Well, no, I hacked it. It shouldn't have gone off.
Oh, well no, you have to, so what I found out, if you come over to the side of the building here, if you disable this fuse box ahead of time, you won't set off the alarm.
Okay.
Yeah, so okay, here's a little tip for people who have played this game for a while who might not know. So any of these buildings you come to and you see, where is it? There's like a little logo. Okay, maybe it's a problem with my game because the texture's not loading in, but there's a little blue shield logo on some of these buildings and it's like a home security thing. So anytime you see that logo, you want to look around on the perimeter of the building and you'll find a fuse box, a home alarm fuse box, and if you disable that, and then if you lockpick the door or if you hack into a garage door opener, it won't set off the alarm if you've turned off the fuse box ahead of time.
Oh, I just brute force that shit.
Yeah, no worries. Okay, you've unlocked Remy's second hero ability, C4 Charge. Press the button to throw an explosive, press it again to detonate. Remy's training as a search and rescue specialist sometimes entailed the use of shaped explosive charges. On REDFALL, Remy can use her charges to damage groups of enemies or clear explosive hazards. C4 charges will stick to surfaces and enemies, letting you decide the right time to detonate. Okay, cool. Alright, and then, well, aside from Cyberpunk 2077, I know you've got a bit of disdain for Starfield. No, not at all. Like, I'm honestly, I'm very excited for Starfield. I'm as excited as anyone else is. Well, I mean, maybe DeMarco's a little bit more excited than me, but...
You want to do some neighborhood mission?
Yeah, we can do the neighborhood mission. It may be not only fun, but super good for the channel. No, absolutely. Like, I am not... The problem is that Starfield is such a covered game already. There's so many people covering it, DeMarco Dude being one of them, which anyone who has any sort of hype or interest in Starfield, definitely go to DeMarco's channel. Gonna recommend him highly.
You could do a friendly who discovers the Easter eggs first challenge.
Right.
Like whoever wins, you like buy the other one a beer.
Right. But what was I gonna say? Oh gosh, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, so I mean, I do want to talk about Starfield eventually when the game comes out. I guess what I'm struggling with is figuring out how to talk about it in a way that other people aren't. You know, so.
Well, I have another game idea for you that could work out as it's more of an, I guess, RPG, but it does secret channel is, you know, more of immersive sim, Disco Elysium.
Yeah, I heard Disco Elysium's really good. So I've seen people go from 10 to 10K subs in like 10 videos talking about Starfield, and it doesn't make any sense, right? Well, it's like a lot of it is, and a lot of it's just kind of rampant speculation at this point. There's still a lot that we don't know.
It's all speculation, I mean, I'm kind of at a point in my life that I don't need to. I can speculate for myself. I don't need to hear somebody else make speculation.
Yeah, exactly. I mean? Like I've kind of, I want to say, quote unquote, matured a little bit in my tastes. I kind of try to make up my own mind when it comes to games. That's why, like, despite the fact that I know I'm going off on a tangent making this about Arcane again, but despite the fact that everybody's been dunking on Redfall, you know, having had a sufficient amount of time with the game, I do enjoy it, but I also understand the criticisms. Like, I don't invalidate or completely disagree with all of the criticisms. Like, I do think that they are coming from, like, a valid place. Is it wrong of me to think Remy is the afterthought character? Like, the other characters have cool abilities, and she just gets a robot in C4. Well, her abilities are pretty cool. Like, she's got a cool kit, honestly. But yeah, like, some Jacob, Layla, and Devinder's abilities, they seem a lot cooler on a surface level. They definitely have a lot of depth, but Remy's got plenty of depth in her abilities as well. Okay, here, hold on. Let me try this real quick, guys. Hold on real quick. Let me do this. And... oh, okay, never mind. I missed. Okay, go ham on these guys, because I had potato aim with my C4, so... holy crap, Shroud. A Shroud this early?
No, it's the angler side.
I don't think I've ever seen a Shroud this early in the game. That's wild.
Got turned into freaks and y'all still
Well, I just learned
losing.
that snipers
I
are
got turned into freaks and y'all are still losing. That's a great line. I love it. Alright, let me see. You know what we do know, though? Hint, jetpacks. Oh, yeah, we do know about jetpacks in the bedroom in Starfield. We know about that, so... so, which, that's, yeah, that's kind of a odd thing, so...
well, let's...
My thing is, I mean, if you do what you like to do, and you do it well, then that's all, then the rest will take care of itself, too.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Okay, so I'm a little bit lost here. Where are we? Okay, so we need to go... yeah, we need to go to the bridge, so let's actually...
yeah, blue marker.
Yeah, sorry, you guys are more on top of this than I am. I'm a little all over the place, so you guys are kind of helping to keep me on track. And also, can I just say, you know, it's really nice to be able to chat with you guys and play with y'all for the very first time. You know, I've never done anything quite like this before, so... and no, sorry, that's, actually, sorry, let me take that off. That's my marker is still on there. So we need to go to the bridge, so we need to go this way. But yeah, and I want to make sure that more of my subscribers are included in this. You know, I want to make sure that everybody has a chance to play. I know that it might not be realistic for me to get to everybody, but I really do want to try. I want to make a genuine effort to play with everybody.
Oh, you see, you're still at that small scale YouTuber.
I am, yeah. It's
humble.
Yeah. I'm. Well, even if I do get big, which I mean, God willing, that would be incredible. But I'm keeping my expectations realistic, you know. So I just barely crossed 1,300 subscribers. I realistically will probably be getting to like 1,500 in the next couple of months if things go the way that I would like them to go. So you know, we'll see what happens. Okay, let me try this again here, because... let me throw it onto the car, actually, and blow that up.
I will say this.
There we go.
About replaying, like, Redfall now, I realized something after playing like other shooters more, is that I can help with that. Redfall controls have some dead zone on it. It's just like...
I got you, bud. I got you. I'm the support player. I'm the support guy. I'm here to support. So.
Okay, so you can be down.
Okay. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, actually, let's. Okay, so let's see, because there is an achievement that I kind of want to get here. So we have to reach one of the drop spots before it actually lands. So
Well, we know the one lands
One of
next
them
to the
goes.
island.
One of them goes to the hotel, right? So let's run over to the hotel. The hotel's gonna be, or sorry, not the hotel. This whatever this is, this frickin' like supper club
Country
or
club.
a country club. Yeah, exactly. So,
Yeah.
hello, friend, and goodbye. Okay, Jesus Christ. All right. Okay. Gotta hoof it. Gotta hoof it. Gotta hoof it.
Wish I could remember who it was, but someone recommended your channel on one of their videos.
Oh,
I was
really?
watching something about.
Oh, wow.
I think it was about a pray video,
Oh, wow.
and he was talking about you, and that's where he'd gotten.
Oh, man. I think I just barely missed it. Oh, well.
Yeah. Well, like I found you because I was watching because I was just thinking, YouTube just do like death tips, so I want to have some like find a YouTuber talking about it, and like I found you. And the content like good enough. I'm like, hey, like,
That seems
you're
to
like
be
one of
how a
our
lot of
YouTubers.
people found me from the looks of it. So,
like,
you know what I just realized? I should have asked you, Quizettes, to like toss your translocator to like the other end of the bridge, and we could have probably gotten here in time. But
I
it's
didn't even think about it because I've never played this character.
Yeah,
I started
it's-
one this morning and played briefly just to see how he felt. And I'm like, well, he feels like every other character. I guess.
yeah, it's a bit of a learning curve. I'm sorry, I just realized. I was like, man, if you had thrown your translocator, that would have probably worked. So, oh, hello there, friend, and goodbye. All right, well. Okay, so we got that. Okay, and here, actually, let me, I can customize my weapons here, right? Let me, do this, because this is a cool-looking one, right? And we'll do this. And let me just back out of that real quick. Okay, there we go. Alrighty, and we'll try this. Just do a reaction video in June on Starfield's showcase. Yeah, I need to look at my work schedule, actually, because I would like to be able to live stream the showcase. I just don't know if that's something that I'll actually be able to do. Again, having a 2-year-old makes it a little difficult to kind of do those things. So, okay, another grave lock down here.
I lived. And all
I have
about
mine.
me was ruined. I
What do you
lived.
call it? I have
Can I
my,
not-
¿Cómo está, mi primo?
And now I still
Oh.
live.
Oh, okay, so I can. So if I just hit the key on him, I can just. I love this little guy.
I'd be fine with
Yeah.
robot overlords
So
if
where's
they
the
looked
next
like
thing again?
this.
I'd be fine with robot overlords if they looked like this. Aw, that's cute.
meters away.
Lino Da Vinci, thanks for jumping in the chat. Just played this solo on Game Pass. I was bored. Looks like you're having fun together. Yeah, no, and I get it. It's like if you play the game solo, it is a very different experience than if you're playing it. If you're playing it through co-op, it's got a very different vibe. Like we're playing through 4-player co-op right now, and not really focusing on the story as much. I do try to stop and hear some of the dialogue between the characters from time to time, because I know that there's like some unique dialogue that I don't want to miss out on. But it's more of a
your
casual
horror movies?
experience.
There we go. There's a grave lock up here in this cave.
Yeah,
Anyone's
isn't there a lot of mist in there?
No, it's just in the,
Oh, okay. Well, here,
Kinda
let me run down there and go and grab it then, because
We
I
should
was
stick
actually
together.
gonna.
banner from the top as well.
Yeah. Okay, and yeah, we're all getting kind of separated. Demonic and Quizettes are getting out ahead of us here, so.
It's up
Okay,
on
what do we?
Like you, I hadn't had
What is it?
kills
it's
yet.
right here.
Oh, there it is. Oh, okay. Here we go.
Auntie
Oh wait,
wouldn't
I'm
let him
gonna
see
do
me
this
at
for
first.
us to like.
Said
There we go.
no one could know.
Unlocked. Okay, and I got the first
wanted
tier
to
for the
help.
grave locks.
I
Okay.
wanted folk to be well.
Okay, and you guys just shot up the marker, so actually I can just fast travel to you guys.
Hollow Man's not a big fan of anyone else
Here,
on his
isn't there
radio.
a grave lock in this gas station? There's something in here.
Okay, let me catch up to you guys, because I'm... Okay, wow. Really? Alright, my game just crashed again. Oh, man.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, well...
Oh.
You guys lost out on some loot. Did you guys lose out on some loot just now?
Colonel 32. God.
Me and Commando are still in here, man.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you guys are
Yeah.
probably
Oh,
going to
my-
get kicked out here in a bit, would be my guess.
Oh my god, my game crashed as well when fast traveling.
Okay,
in multiplayer
so...
apparently is not a recommended thing.
Okay, yeah, I just now realized maybe we shouldn't do any fast traveling in multiplayer. Yeah, that's probably another issue. Don't know how y'all feel about this, but I think if Redfall was designed around having all the points of interest located in the first map, they could have polished the game more. The scope is too big. Well, I mean, and again, not to make too many excuses for them here, but this was their very first open world game. You know, they and game developers, when they have an idea that they're really excited about or they're really passionate about, it's hard not to be ambitious about that stuff, right? But when the reality and budgets and development costs and your release timelines, when those start to come into play and the reality of the situation comes into play, then you have to cut back on that stuff, right? And so, you know, I think that was a thing probably with this game, but yeah, it was, and I don't know if I'm sending invites to a whole bunch of different people, but okay, and did Jonas make these overlays? Yes, Jonas, I actually spoke with him like several months before the game came out, and he actually made some of these sick stream overlays for me. Of course, this is before I knew how the game was going to turn out, but you know, and again, I'm still enjoying it. But I'm going to be using those stream overlays for quite some time. I'm going to get a lot of good use out of those. Say what?
Who's Starlight? Oh, that's you're different.
That's
sure.
fine. Yeah.
All right, here we go. We're all here. We're all ready. Okay, good. I wanted to make sure I didn't double invite people. So, okay, no fast traveling while we're in co-op. That's a rule that we're gonna establish. So.
Gotcha. So we're just honestly, I find the sprinting speed and like how slow reaction the AI is. You can pretty much like. There'd be no issue like traveling by foot. We can pretty much like avoid any things we want to fight.
Yeah, I think it will be better if all of us kind of stick together for like the trusts buff thing, and then also I do kind of want to hear some of the dialogue. I don't want to constrain you guys too much with what we're doing, but I do want to make sure that I'm like hearing some of the dialogue as well. So. Also, Jacob is a floating gun. Okay, never mind.
Yep, you were a floating gun too.
Okay, here we go. Let's
you around.
this.
You seem to know where all the grave locks are.
Okay, there we go. So find the popcorn machine repair kit. So we got that. Okay, let me see.
I'll be real. I'm a very much when it comes to games, I'm very much like an objective ghoul. I'll just like charge.
And honestly, like I have no problem with that. I don't mind at all. I do kind of want to hear like some of the back and forth between some of the characters, but we'll kind of get that a little naturally. And it's hard with all four of us kind of talking with each other to kind of listen to all of it, but I'm going to try to listen to as much of it as I possibly can. All right, so a grave situation. Dr. Hunt would like his father's watch to be placed at his mother's gravesite so the two of them can be together. You want to do that one? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do that one. So is everyone here?
Yep.
Oh, we need Quizettes. It says Quizettes isn't here.
Oh, gotcha.
What are you talking about? Where are y'all?
We're upstairs at the mission table. Yeah.
I was trying to dismantle some guns.
Games used to be made by people with passion for games. Now they rush them out to keep the shareholders happy. That is the unfortunate reality. I do have to agree with you on that. So.
My mother died 5 years ago.
Okay, let me listen to this cutscene here. Sorry.
It's terrible to say.
Well, I know that. Oh, sorry.
I'm glad
it's
she's
okay.
not here to see what's happening to Redfall. She loved this place. Loved me. Loved my father. But a month ago, he disappeared. I can only think that those monsters took him. But I have his pocket watch. It's been in our family for a long time. I was hoping you could do something for me. Would you take it and place it on my mother's grave? At least this way they can be at rest together. It might seem small, but it's important to me. I would be very grateful. Thank you.
There's some people who don't like Terrence Hunt, the doctor there, is like the perfect example of Arcane and their super exaggerated character models and facial features. A lot of people don't like that. I do enjoy that though, to be honest.
I know.
I think he looks like Giancarlo. Oh, I can't think of the actor's name.
I can't.
Giancarlo Gus from Breaking Bad. Yeah. He does kind of, now that I think about it. That's actually really funny.
Yeah.
I like that.
I'm gonna do a quick rant about something with controllers. The certain sorrowfuls just feel like complete dumpster fire. It's because they are burst fire, but.
Oh, dude, that is one problem I have with the... So a lot of people criticize the weapon variety in this game. I think it's pretty good. The one weapon I can't stand in this game is the frickin' burst assault rifle. It's ass.
Oh, yeah.
It's so bad. It's terrible.
I don't understand, when you do burst rifle, you can burst after every single pull of the trigger. This one, it seems you have you pull the trigger and then wait, and they pull the trigger and it's a fire, just a fire again. It's like wow, it's like I don't know who actually thought this was like a good design for burst rifle.
Let's see here.
The burst on is just the delay's too slow.
It's way too. The delay's too slow. The fire rate is too slow. So. Like if and that's the kind of thing that I think would be an easy fix for. So like if they fix that and they make it an actually viable weapon, like I would be very happy. Like I would be more than happy to use it if they just made it more viable. You know, right now it's just not viable.
I don't have much use for the light beam, except for taking care of those mist breathers.
See this? Okay, I know we're all talking and I know we're all just kind of sprinting here, but. I'm loving the vibe here of us just moving through this abandoned street, just all four of us. We got the robot in tow. That is so cool. I love the atmosphere in this game is one thing that I won't knock against it. I like the atmosphere.
So we need to kill this thing.
Yep, got it. All right. We got some guy. Oh, he's up on the roof over there.
I think Harvey Smith and the team at Arcane still has their passion to make games.
Oh, they definitely do. Yeah.
I'm scared that with the founder Rafael Antonio, however you say his name.
Yeah, Rafael. After he left, things did kind of change, not necessarily for the better, you know, in some ways. I don't want to say 100% because I think it's good for them to kind of stretch their creative muscles. And Rafael had, he's stated publicly a couple of times, it wasn't just one reason for him leaving. There were a couple of different reasons why he left. You know, one of them being that he was just tired. Okay, that car's going to blow up. One of them being that he was just kind of tired of the whole AAA scene, you know, like, being put on those tight deadlines and... Oh, okay, wow, I did not see you. Okay, we got an angler. It's okay, I got her. I got her. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. See, I used my C4 charge to make her drop you, actually, so... Okay, see now this right here is what the co-op's about. Like these big combat encounters that we get into. Now that right there, that was cool. See, that's the kind of co-op, that's the kind of encounters that this co-op is like built for. Is when you're just like surrounded by a pack of vampires and then a special vampire jumps in and almost frickin' mangles your teammate. That's really cool.
The anglers and the rooks are the only ones that really give me most
trouble.
Dude,
the angler gives me trouble, especially further in the game now that the difficulty's kind of tuned up. Okay, now let's put the watch now. Oh, I think I just got an achievement just now. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I was gonna say maybe let's make that a group decision, but it's all right. Okay. Let me see here. Okay, so I actually got 2 achievements just now. I want to just double check that real fast. Okay, so I got, what did I just get just now? Okay, reach the highest tier of trust with 3 other heroes at once. Oh, okay, cool. So we got that. And then I spit on your grave. Steal Dr. Hunt's father's pocket watch. Okay, so I didn't steal the pocket watch on my solo playthrough. So, like, that's the first time I've done that.
I didn't
do it.
I didn't know it was a thing.
Yeah, that is a thing that you can do, and it's kind of one of those things where it's like the moral conundrum. It's like, do you leave it and just kind of respect his wishes, or do you take it because it's like a powerful early game blood remnant? So
what you're saying is I'm the chaotic evil person in this sense.
I get who is that that's talking?
Me.
Who,
I stole the first time.
sorry, who's me? I'm still trying to.
Demonic.
Okay, so okay, that's demonic, and then okay, honestly, Quizats is the one that I have like the easiest time remembering because he's got that kind of, is that like a southern accent?
Yes, I'm from Georgia.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, see, I grew up in Texas originally.
Okay.
Ironically enough, I have family living in the Austin area, so if I'm lucky, one of these days I get to go and visit the Arcane offices. But
that would be sweet.
Oh, that'd be so cool, man. But okay, and then Connor, you speak real quick.
Testing, speaking words.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, I just want to... It's going to take some time, so just bear with me, guys. I just want to familiarize myself with everyone's voice, so... Okay, and we survived the night. We completed the side missions, so we're good there. Okay, let me take this moment to catch up on chat really fast. And here, we are actually going to do the...
So my sniper scope is busted. I just zoom into like a mini scope now.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a little bug that I've heard about. Okay, let me catch up on the chat here, and just once again want to reiterate, appreciate everybody taking some time out of their evening to be here in the stream with me, chilling with some Redfall in the background. If you haven't already and you are liking what you're seeing or what you're hearing, consider hitting the like button on the stream. That greatly helps, and also consider subscribing to the channel as well, because we're kind of a small community right now, but we're growing very steadily, and I try to make this as positive a place as possible for discussion and debate, so just appreciate each and every one of you, so definitely consider that if you're liking what you're seeing. Okay, so now that I've said that, let me catch up on the chat here. So, Lord said, Massachusetts takeover. Yes, we're taking over. I love Arcane's design style, but I think something was lost when transitioning from Void Engine to Unreal 4. Either that, or they didn't have the time to really give character designs that painterly style. Yeah, it's the game running on UE4. My biggest issue with Redfall running on UE4 is the exact same issue I have with literally every other game that runs on UE4, which is that PC performance on UE4 games has always been a problem. Like, the most recent one that I can think of, which ironically is also a game that I enjoyed, despite the problems, was Callisto Protocol, which I actually did make a video about that.
Wasn't that made on UE5 though? Or
no, that was UE4. We're only... Uh-oh.
Oh, God.
My bad.
Where are they even coming from?
Okay, my bad. I actually see the security shield on the front there. That's my bad.
Well, I don't see
Is anyone coming? Can we disable the alarm?
I'm seeing some weird.
Hold on, so let me see if I can find the right door to get to.
It's got to be in the back. Demonic's like way far away from us right now.
I just decided to go for the my popcorn.
Oh, okay.
I'm out of hack tools.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have any hack tools. Oh, jeez.
I think I might have some.
Oh, here's something cool. There's a legendary shotgun there that you can grab off the gun rack. Yeah, I knew this was going to draw in enemies. There's a, also on the gun rack here behind the counter, guys, there's a legendary shotgun you can grab if you haven't already gotten that.
Oh, the horse.
At least I think it's a legendary for everyone. Okay, there we go. We got it disabled there.
I got a legendary.
Okay. Hey, where are you guys?
We're at the sporting
Yeah, I got
goods
the
store
lockjaw.
here. So yeah,
legendary-
yeah, it's the lockjaw. That's the
Another
same one that I got.
legendary
So
back there, yeah. If we can get in this
back,
room,
back where?
there should be a safe.
Oh, in here. Is there a?
Wait, where's
Okay,
the
you got a lockpick. Oh, okay. There you
And
go.
there's a safe here, but I don't have a hack tool.
Yeah, I'm out of lockpicks too, so we're gonna have to find. Okay, I found a lockpick. I need a rewire kit though. That's what I really need.
Yeah, I'm all out of those.
Okay, let me catch up. And Demonic ran his whole ass
Commando
back
had
here.
one.
Good lord. Oh, nice. I got the grave
Ambition.
mistake. That one's even better.
Ooh, ooh,
Wait. Where's the shotgun again?
ambition.
Oh, the shotgun's over here behind the counter, right on the gun rack here.
Oh, that's
I have a hard time with ambition. It fires
Yeah,
so
and I got
slow.
the I got that weird like bony, muscly semi-auto rifle out of that safe just now. So finding some pretty
the
decent
grave
loot
mistake.
here. The enemies can take cover? Question mark? Yes, they do. When they're not being stupid, yes, they can
Actually,
take cover and.
I've seen enemies
do that.
take cover and they'll like phase to the other side of cover.
When I say,
So they
Yeah,
like,
it's.
they
This
see
is
you
what I
and then they
mean.
phase
I've
through
seen-
it.
I've had moments where enemies will just. I don't know why it causes it, but I think sometimes when like enemies are like coming from like behind
Okay,
a wall or
let
like
me-
coming out from like
Let me see, what are some of
when
the.
they're not in sight of the player,
Whoops.
it's like they
okay,
might come
let me
out
see.
from like a different room. They'll just
Compare that.
slide
Okay,
in
let me put the
other
shotgun.
animation engages.
And then I have the UV beam. Okay. Okay, let me. Sorry, I'm still catching up on
You
chat
see,
here, folks.
What I've seen one time was that I was playing a game and I didn't notice that the enemy was like shooting me until like the 5th shot is because like now that we're hitting me, it's just like, oh, I'm being shot at.
I've got like these really bony weapons now. I've got the bony shotgun. I've got the bony semi-auto rifle. I'm just trying to look through and find some loot items here.
Can we trade items? Because I've got this ambition.
That's
handgun, and I am no good
unfortunately,
with it.
yeah, that unfortunately is not something that we can do yet. I imagine that that's probably something they're gonna add in later, is like trading or maybe even like some form of crafting.
So what guys?
but-
So guys, want to hit the theater now and get the popcorn?
Yeah, let's
Machine work?
let's go to the we'll go to the theater, and the safe house is right next door if I'm not mistaken. So
Yeah, so we can do that.
just kind of. Also, just taking a minute to appreciate the scenery. Like I've never been to the East Coast. Fun fact about myself. So I'm not as familiar with kind of the New England setting, but I love the set dressing here. Like I'm a big fan of the New England setting. Oh yeah, and you got the elevator. That's great. Let's use that.
I missed.
You see,
I just
I
got
technically
this
I'm
earlier.
technically East Coast, but I'm Montreal East Coast. I'm Canadian East Coast.
Ah,
I'm not
you're,
very-
you're in good old Canada. I gotcha. So.
Yeah.
There's a grave lock up here on the right behind
Oh,
this
is there? Oh, nice.
cylindrical
Okay.
tube vent thing.
Okay, let me also catch up. Yeah, Oshri, thanks so much for jumping in the chat, and I think you followed me on Twitter not that long ago, actually. So
See.
appreciate you being here. I've been a fan of Arcane since Dark Messiah. I miss melee combat. Prey was understandable with the enemies, but Deathloop and Redfall have no excuse except cutting costs. Yeah, it's hard to argue with that, honestly. Okay, so this is a grave lock that I actually missed on my, because I had no idea that once you actually go to the second map, Burial Point, you can't come back here unless you're doing New Game Plus. I had no idea, so like I missed out on some grave locks
I
and
find
some
that to be
hidden
a very,
stuff.
Very counterintuitive game design. Like locking out the players from the first.
Yeah,
first
that
map.
is
Yeah.
that is something that I do hope they change, because that kind of stinks. And like you said, that
very
moving
strange.
down quiet streets from house to house has a very strong tone to it. I think the game should have honed in on the horror vibe rather than the looter shooter action one. I would definitely agree with that. I mean, I have no issues with them taking the looter shooter route. But I think, yeah, if they had focused more on the kind of creepy tone and the vampires and the horror of it,
Yeah.
And there definitely more moments that
it would have been
sometimes-
really cool. So,
Oh.
we still got enemies in here. So, okay,
All right.
y'all
Yeah.
are y'all using your abilities, by the way, or?
I should start using my build.
Yeah,
before.
you guys. I mean,
Yeah,
the
I'm
cooldowns on the abilities are really generous. So definitely
I
don't
mean-
be afraid to use it.
I've also noticed that something with Redfall compared to other games. Where, I found their other games, the build needs to be a lot stronger. While Redfall builds aren't as strong. I find right.
Oh, we got
FPS
Lumiere.
Are adequate enough to
That's it,
fight
no
them.
more freaks.
Yeah, that's understandable.
What was it? There were actually a few moments that I found
¿Cómo está mi briboncito?
that I found fairly kind of freaky, or at least were like tense.
Yeah.
To a point where some of the rook encounters I've had were a little tense.
What is that? Oh, that's the little disc thing. Okay.
Yeah, but evidently I don't know how to use it because I just tried to use it to come down from up there and.
Yeah, so you
move.
throw it at the location that you want to teleport to, and then when you're ready, you just hit the button again. So it's
Okay.
you have to hit it twice technically. So
where is the popcorn machine again?
it's I know where it is. I can actually sorry, I'm just reading this note here. We killed the special vampire there just now. So where is it? Okay, yeah, here we go. Here's the downstairs where this poor soul has been tortured. And I got the freezer key. There's like some really cool environmental storytelling here in the in this theater here, which is really neat. I found the repair kit there. So okay, oh nice. Everyone gets the achievement if one person does it. Was worried only the person that performed the action would get it to prolong playtime. Yeah, I did notice that. Like, I don't know if the achievement popped for you guys when we hit the highest tier of trust or when we picked up the pocket watch, but
I'm saving the citizens.
okay, yeah, go ahead and save them. Oh yeah, I missed out on those guys, so that's actually gonna rank us up, so that's good.
I hear them upstairs. Whoa, you civilian. Oh god.
Alright, and let's see, got some gear in here that's kind of decent. Okay, how do you feel about Tears of the Kingdom insanely praised at launch, masterpiece reviews and ratings? Honestly, and this is gonna annoy some of you, so I apologize, but I'm not a Zelda guy. Like, I've never been a Zelda fan, like, at all. And it's not that I hate it. I've just never played it, and I've never had any interest in playing it. It's as simple as that, honestly. So.
I'm not going to run out and buy a Switch just to play one game.
Yeah, and I would agree with that too. You know, so.
Yeah, I'm not
okay,
a
let me see.
Zelda guy either. I love Nintendo, but Zelda's not one of the series that I follow very closely.
Yeah,
Said,
yeah, I've always
did
been
get my
just kind of a
oldest
Mario guy,
daughter's
so.
Switch, but she won't ever let me play it.
Yeah, that's relatable. Yeah, my 2-year-old actually, we've tried putting him on the Mario Kart a couple of times, and all he does is he hits the button on the Switch controller on the Joy-Con that lets you like take photos or videos, and he just spams that button over and over. That's the only thing he knows how to do, which is hilariously adorable. But
well, I'm going to warn you up front. They talk about the terrible 2s, but 3, yeah, that's when it starts to
man,
get ugly.
if I had $1 for the amount of time, sorry, I'm trying to get the first aid, but I guess it doesn't matter.
Geometry is not playing well here.
Yeah.
Are we going to get this safe house over here?
Let me have a peek.
Yeah, we're gonna get in here. I think Demonic
Could
just
be a
took
good
out the
spot for a
Watchers,
safe house.
so
Just needs a good
there's some Watchers
Actually-
sitting out here.
Actually, I was playing around with teasing them because I realized how easy it is to avoid their.
Okay. Well, honestly, like, here's the thing. Those spotlights are easy to avoid, but if they do spot you, man, those guys are like snipers, like laser beams. They do a ton of damage later on. Like, at least in my experience, they do a ton of damage. So.
Oh, another safe house mission quest.
Yeah. What's this one? Oh, triangulation. Yeah, we can do that. Sure. We can do that, and then actually, we might as well just get the underboss as well while we're at it. Okay, sorry, just a couple more messages. But yeah, I think it's great that Zelda's getting reviewed well, and I kind of figured it would. You know, that's not really coming as a surprise to me, but just for me personally, I've never been a Zelda guy, so I don't really care. You know, that's just my thing, just my personal opinion, but might have come off as sarcastic, but that was a serious reaction. I have never seen an enemy in this game take cover. Oh, well, there you go. Okay, let's head on out of here. I haven't been to the Northeast US myself, but I think they nailed the tone. To me, the best part of Redfall, to me, is just walking around in it. Yeah, just being Arcane's games, you know, say what you want about Redfall. The one thing I will defend about the game is that it does have a sense of place. Like, you know, and you can say that about all of their games. Yeah, it feels very grounded, you know. It actually feels like a Massachusetts town that could exist in real life, you know. I
mean, hell, I mean, they in terms of atmosphere, actually, I mean, God, just like, I think the sound design as well. With,
the sound design is great. Yeah, I love it.
It just, the nature sounds alone feels like, God, I just feel like this is just my hometown. Because I hear these exact same.
Try sending out that.
Worried about
oh
is
wait.
whether monsters ate my classmates. Means I can skip my exams.
They eat your classmates, I mean?
Of course they did. Why would you ask me that?
Did they eat your classmates? Of course they did. Why would you ask me that? Okay, so send out the Raven, because we got a couple of amps in here. We got that guy with the shield there. So why don't we take care of that guy? Why don't I just... Oh, wait, we have a tripwire. That's a problem. Okay, let me just do this real quick. And, you know, a lot of people complain that there's no verticality in Redfall, which, like... I mean, yeah, if you're playing solo as a character, like, that's not Layla or Devinder without any of the mobility stuff, like, yeah, you're not going to have that option, but, okay, let me throw the C4. Okay, it landed right on his shield. I don't know if that's going to do any damage, but, okay, it did a little damage. There you go.
Oh, yeah. Get it? That'd be terrible.
That one just... Also, I try
Somebody's
the
getting
antenna,
upgrades later.
so we have to go to the next one.
Okay, yeah, we gotta do the next one. And one of the car alarms just went off, so... Okay, I picked up... Oh, there's the grave lock.
Auntie was the one who bled me first.
Man, Nintendo drops absolute masterpieces, bro. Unfortunate. It'll without a doubt win Game of the Year across the board. The only other game that can compete will be Starfield. Yeah, most likely. And even then, I think Zelda's getting reviewed so well right now that I think it's going to be the runaway Game of the Year winner at this point. I think Starfield's going to get some nominations, potentially, depending on how good it is, obviously. But I don't think it's actually going to win any awards because Zelda is literally just running away with them at this point. At least that, again, just my opinion. But
you see,
you know,
another big game. Well, you see, a couple of other big games are coming this year. It's going to be Diablo 4, Street Fighter.
Oh yeah, Diablo 4 actually would be another one that might potentially get some Game of the Year nods. So.
I don't know. I played the beta. I'm not sure about Game of the Year. It's fun.
Let's keep it tight.
Don't get me wrong, but as far as Game of the Year, nah.
Yeah, understandable. So,
yeah.
Okay. Demonic still moving ahead there. Just trying to keep up.
FF16 and Street Fighter 6 coming this year, which are gonna which are making big waves.
Yeah, I know.
But I like it.
I know Heart is Heart in the chat is really big on Street Fighter right now, and Street Fighter 6 is like very much a it is very much a hyped game right now. So
yeah, and
actually get up on the roof this way. Actually, I was gonna say Layla could use her umbrella, but we don't really need it, I guess, at this point because we're just kind of mantling a little bit here. So okay,
my left.
Let's see. The Abbey in Marvel Midnight Suns has a similar East Coasty vibe. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'm not a strategy guy, so like XCOM, Marvel Midnight Suns is not really my particular cup of tea, but I've heard that it is good.
One thing about XCOM actually.
Okay.
So
we wanna go.
it's really interesting. So the very first XCOM game, the modern XCOM game to get announced was back in 2010.
Yeah, that was Enemy Unknown, right?
Yeah, Enemy Unknown, but at the time, it was revealed... the game they showed in 2010 eventually came the Bureau XCOM Declassified.
Oh, yeah, the third-person shooter one, I think, if I remember correctly.
Originally, it was going to be a first-person shooter, more in the vein of BioShock. And the enemy design looked very similar to the Typhon, right?
Oh, that's cool.
In fact, when I played Prey, I thought, haven't I seen a game like this before? And I thought, like, I must have dreamt it or something. No, I found the trailer, and I was like, it's real. It's real.
Let's let the adrenaline calm down a bit, shall
Yeah,
we?
I remember.
Get this here. Disable the signal source.
Yeah, they had
And there we
really
go.
abstract
Nice.
enemies like the
Alright.
main ones
Let's
were
loot
the
this building here. Get some of that stuff. Okay.
the main ones they had in the trailer were the silicoids or the blobs.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, just like these black blobs of silicon goo that would.
It'll save in
Very-
that room if anybody wants some loot.
Which room? Oh, this one?
This one right here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I need to get my
yeah.
support thing up because I'm not really picking up. On my solo playthrough, I feel like I can kind of get away with being a loot fiend. Here, it's kind of difficult,
Yeah.
more in a co-op setting. But
I will say this. I remember when like the XCOM Declassified came out, and like I just like, oh wow, this is XCOM Mass Effect Edition.
yeah, it was kind of more of a sci-fi kind of setting there. Okay, let me see.
Yeah,
Starfield nominated Zelda Game of the Year. It's a critics game through and through. Critics like family games. Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. So, oh my goodness, wow, this poor lady got
They had the
messed up.
silicoids. They had like a ghost enemy that they didn't actually show in game. It
Got
was
some
only
gear over
concept
here.
art.
Fab.
Obelisk enemies called a Titan. It was, which did actually end up in the final Bureau game, but
Yeah.
both the silicoids and the Titan. But
Is there an
it was much more
upstairs to
tactical at
this
that point.
place, or is there not?
I really need it better.
I feel like I'm not. Yeah, is there an upper floor here? I don't think. Actually, no. I don't think there's like a second story to the restaurant. Okay, I think
So
I
I'm gonna head
might
back
be
to the safe
mistaken here.
house to trigger the other boss mission.
Okay, yeah. Let's get the underboss there.
I don't like that design that you've got to go back to the safe house. And a lot of times, like, say I pause the game and go eat dinner and come back. Even if I picked up the mission, a lot of times, if my game has gone idle,
Yeah.
I'll have to go pick it up again. And it
Oh,
doesn't-
wow,
I don't
that's
like it. It's
interesting.
kinda irritating.
That sounds like a bug potentially. I haven't heard of anything like that.
First, though.
Can I say
Another
how
safe house.
uninspired the safe house missions are? They are honestly.
Yeah, they are pretty cookie cutter, to be honest. But
Like they are. They honestly feel like, you know, your Destiny weekly, like weekly, like.
Oh, they're not. Oh man, they're not that bad.
Oh god, demonic is like spazzing out as he's walking around. That is that's fucking weird.
that is. Oh yeah, I'm seeing that now. Goodness gracious, what in the world? Okay, there he goes. It's probably because he was crouched, I think. So.
I don't know if this is the same thing as happened to me, but I don't know if it probably looks.
That is cool that I can see everybody's wearing their different. Well, I mean, 3 of us are wearing the default character skins. Layla's got the
I'm the only
special
one.
edition one.
Believe me, if I was alone, I'd be doing some customization.
I feel like the RE4 and Dead Space remakes might have a fair shake for some awards. RE4 definitely. Dead Space, I don't know, because I haven't played it, but RE4 definitely that's gonna get some Game of the Year nods for sure. Starfield has a chance, to be honest. If Starfield can be as groundbreaking as Skyrim, it 100% can go head-to-head with Tears of the Kingdom. We'll see, though. It's going to be an interesting year. No, it is. The rest of this year is stacked. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens. Oh my gosh, he's so right. Okay, so Doug... So, sorry, who was the one... Which one of you was talking about the XCOM trailer?
Oh, I was.
Oh, sorry. Who? Oh, Connor?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, so Doug said, oh my gosh, he's so right. I remember seeing that Enemy Unknown trailer. He just unlocked a memory I didn't know I had.
Oh yeah.
That's funny.
But I remember it was revealed during it's E3 2010.
Oh man, does anybody remember E3? Ah, those were the days.
Oh yeah.
Rest in peace, E3.
Rip in pieces.
Rip and pepperoni, E3.
I'm totally fine with E3 being gone.
Yeah, I'm not gonna miss it that much, to be completely honest. Let me. Okay, this is like a very blatant path up to the roof here. This
E3.
This wooden board. Okay, and oh Jesus, I'm lagging. Okay, All right. Well, never mind. It's you know what? We'll kill the underboss. We'll go in and we'll do that. How about that? Okay.
It really just has to do with the fact that
catch up to y'all somehow.
I just killed him.
Oh. Well. Okay. All right then.
That'll do.
underboss is dead.
You see,
3 seconds.
see, this is why you should not give like the stick gun to players like at the get-go. I just proved why these stick guns like OP.
Yeah, that probably needs to be kind of managed a little bit better there. Okay, you've unlocked Remy's final hero ability, Mobilize. Press V to spawn a beacon that heals nearby allies. Remy's search and rescue experience plus her big heart make her a beacon of hope to people who have been hurt and defeated. Allies who stand near the area you designate will be healed continuously while Mobilize is active. And then it uses the psychic residue, etc., etc. Okay, cool. Alright. So I got a skill point that I can spend on that. Mobilize restores more health in its initial pulse. Now creates a second rallying point around Bribon, half the size of the original. Okay. Mobilize's area of effect increases. I think we're just going to do... area of effect. Just kind of a basic upgrade to start off with. Okay, and then...
find Sharpshooter to be a really, really OP ult.
Okay, and then I'm hearing a Gravelock somewhere, which is probably up on the roof if I had to guess, but... Yeah, I cannot wait for them to, honestly, just get this PC port up to snuff, because, man, my frame rate is, like... It's definitely been sub 60 at several points.
Now, I was gonna say before,
I've not been having like that bad frame rate, but I'm gonna say this: my texture, on the other hand, that's the killer. Like
Yeah.
my texture is like halfway loading and like everything looks like blurry.
Yeah, the textures are pretty
extra popping.
pretty blurry and
Like oh, I find this I find this neat poster, but I can't read everything because it looks like it's like made in like 16-bit pixels.
yeah.
Even when you walk into the fire station, that emblem on the floor.
Yeah, there's a lot of, and again, it's a UE4 problem. It's part of the problem with them running the game on Unreal Engine 4. Okay, so it's clearly not on the roof, so it's got to be in the basement somewhere.
So I was gonna say before. So I think the main thing with this part that bugs me is, aside from the bugs, is the traversal stutter.
Yeah, the stutter's really nasty too. Yep.
Vader stutter's not so much. It's like that's whatever. That's to be expected at this point.
Not down?
From Unreal Engine.
Oh, I think I just came in on the other side of the...
Traversal stutter
Where's this, the east
specifically,
side?
which is stutter that happens when you're traversing between, or like the game is trying to load chunks of the
Now
map.
you said you
as
hear one.
I...
What do you mean by you hear one?
Yeah, so the Gravelocks will make there's an audible
sound.
kind of like, it's kind of like a, oh, you know, like holy angels kind of thing, except it's not. It's like the exact opposite of that. It's kind of a very ghostly aura kind of noise. It was on the other side here. It had to be because we walked to the other side. Okay. Here we go.
Oh wait, no, it's in here.
Right in
I
here.
remember.
Yep.
Yeah,
here we go.
now.
Okay.
Cabinet.
In the cabinet.
People
Literally
came
just looked that up
all
a
over
couple,
to see me.
maybe minutes, hours
The ones
ago,
who
actually,
believed. And
before the
ones who
live stream
didn't.
started.
And again, I haven't beaten the story yet, so I still don't know what this girl's deal is. I have my theories, but please don't spoil them for me, because I haven't quite gotten to the end yet, but...
I will say this, I find the bosses single player are not fun. I find that bosses were clearly made for co-op play and not single player play, because like there's certain things where like they're like at times they feel just stupidly like bullet spongy, and then they have they have certain moves which I feels like more about like this is clearly a one-shot move meant for co-op, so you know you go down and then a buddy like picks you up type of.
Yeah. Okay, Doug asked, I know you said that Arcane plans to release 2 more characters, but would you rather they continue post-launch support or move on to their next game? Honestly, everybody on the internet is saying, like, just take the L, give it the Anthem treatment, just leave it the way it is and move on to your next game. I heavily disagree with that because, and again, this is just a personal opinion, so take it for what you will. Also, there's a whale oil tank little Easter egg here for the Dishonored nuts, which I think is really it literally looks like the exact same thing. Which
Well, you see, here's the thing. I have an issue with this whole entire discourse is that I don't feel like people understand how game development works. Is that by the time when REDFALL was already in, it's like the final updates were being made. They were already moving a good chunk of the team over to their new game. That's how games work. Is that the moment you push out to
they're exactly they're gonna have, it's gonna be a smaller kind of support team that's gonna be helping with REDFALL, but the main group of people have moved on to the next game, which I'm fine with. But what I disagree with is when people say they should just drop all support for this game. No bug fixes, no updates, just leave it to die. I heavily disagree with that because, and again, just personal opinion, I do feel like I personally enjoy the Foundation. I feel like the Foundation is strong enough here that they could potentially build off of it, And again, with DLC characters coming that people bought into, literally, if you bought the deluxe edition, like, they're contractually and legally obligated to support this game. So it doesn't matter if people don't want them to, if people want them to give it the Anthem treatment and just put it out of its misery, like, they're obligated to continue supporting the game. So that's my perspective on it. It's all connected. Oh, Jesus. We're not going to get into this. It's, okay, my thing about the Dishonored whale oil tank there, it's just an asset. I don't think that there's a deeper connection here because, guys, REDFALL takes place in the real world, in Massachusetts. There is no Massachusetts or United States in the Dishonored games. It's not a thing. Now,
yeah, but they have similarly tied Prey to the Dishonored universe, and there's a Kennedy in Prey.
Yeah, there's a Kennedy. Yeah, there's a Kennedy in Prey. Like, yeah, John F. Kennedy, real world president. There's no real world presidents in Dishonored. This is why this is the one thing I hate to be the party pooper guy, but it's like Dishonored and Deathloop being connected, that's the exception, not the rule. Not all of the games are connected. They like to sprinkle in a couple of little Easter eggs here and there, but I have no reason to think that they're actually connected.
You see,
just me personally, but
this reminds me of back in the day when the game theorist was pushing his.
I'm actually go to the ferry real quick.
The Ubisoft first.
Yeah.
Well, Ubisoft pretty much, I mean, Assassin's Creed and Far Cry take place kind of, and Watch Dogs, they're all kind of in a shared universe from what I recall.
But then he went even further to say Splinter Cell, Division.
Splinter Cell, the Tom Clancy stuff, I feel like it's a bit more loose-fitting, especially with the Division,
Also considering that in Division we literally have the apocalypse happening and in one game that people are forgetting.
Oh, we got an angler. Okay.
That's the one game that people keep on forgetting that not to be played is End War, and End War is literally World War III, the video game.
Yeah. I get that.
So it's kind of weird to say that that all happened in the same timeline that we have a disease of.
Okay, let me test this out real quick. All right, everybody gather around. Okay, that is actually really cool. In a vampire nest, that's gonna help probably a lot.
Juicy electricity
So,
for you, Bribon.
okay, I know I'm pretty sure there's Gravelock over here that I found on a solo playthrough, if I'm not mistaken.
I never actually been in this part of the map yet.
Yeah, that's the thing, I've put in 30 hours, but even when I was playing solo, because I didn't know that you get kicked out of this and you can't come back once you go to the second area.
You're really good at chasing down the van.
Oh yeah, here it is. It's on the pier here, so it's a bit of a jumping puzzle to get to this one, but
I bet money you're a lot faster now.
Yep. I was a little girl when it started. Doing what I could.
okay, there we go. It was a bit of a jumping puzzle. So okay, let me catch up there.
I wanted the world to be my family.
There's another.
Okay, so she is Jane Redfall. I think I might have passed that. She's Jane Redfall, instead of John Redfall. It's connected. It's all connected. Very good points. Not that you know of. Look what I've started. It's all coming together. Oh God. I'm not encouraging this. All right. I'm not encouraging this behavior. I am gonna be that guy. It is not all connected. It's just a simple Easter egg. Oh God! Even look, you've roped DeMarco into this too. They are all connected. Dishonored is the prequel. Redfall is modern day. Deathloop is a sequel to Redfall, and Prey is the far future. Oh Jesus! All right, that's guys. Come on. Oh my goodness.
So,
Oh, come on, if Quentin Tarantino can change our history and say, oh, it's all part of my shared universe, Arcane can do it.
Oh yeah, the
So,
Quentin Tarantino's revisionist thing here. Sorry, just let me read a little bit more of the chat here, guys. Oh yeah, here's actually also another Easter egg that another diehard Arcane fan, Ellie the Geek, had pointed out. So if you come to these little kiddie rides, like the lobster in the boat here, you just put in a little coin. You hear a little familiar jingle.
Wait, hang on, hang on.
Where the hell did everybody go?
Anybody recognize the tune?
Oh yeah.
Leave a like on the stream if you recognize the tune. That was not it. Okay, feels like things like Easter eggs can't exist anymore without being looked into too deep. Yeah, I would agree with that. Avum becomes Aeon after it fails in Redfall. Ugh, gosh. I hate this so much. I hate this
Fire
connected
Station,
universe crap.
Or do we do a Heritage Rock next?
Heritage Rock? What's Heritage Rock? What is that?
The neighborhood.
Oh, the neighborhood. No, let's head on back to the fire station. I would fast travel, but the game's gonna crash. So, so it's better for us to just hoof it. And honestly, I prefer it that way. I try not to fast travel when I'm playing solo because I prefer to just look around and really admire the environments. And plus, you get that XP when you run into the enemies, so that never hurts. I'm fairly certain the Arcane version of D&D, the people aboard Talos 1 play, is a junk item you pick up in this game. Yeah, it is literally the same thing. It's so that's another little Easter egg there. It's Fatal Fortress, which, funnily enough, is that's what Arx Fatalis, their very first game, means. I'm pretty sure it's Latin for Fatal Fortress, is what it is. So it's an Arx Fatalis. Yeah, it's a Arx Fatalis Easter egg, which. Speaking of immersive sims and games that I still need to play, I do want to go back and play Dark Messiah and Arx Fatalis. I want to go back and play those OG Arcane games and see, kind of how well they hold up, if at all. So just kind of out of curiosity.
They did a lot of the heavy lifting in BioShock 2 as well.
Yeah, Arcane did some work on BioShock when they were kind of. Sadly, they were struggling financially back in the day, and then thankfully, people came around, played that first Dishonored game, and they blew up.
Do you know where you can find Arx Fatalis and Dark Messiah? The Game Pass.
I love that C4 charge. That thing is so cool. Honestly, like I haven't really used Breebone and the C4 charge a whole lot. But when I am using them, like, I'm getting a lot of good usage out of them, so... okay, I'll do you one better. Starfield is connected to Fallout. God, I hope not. I hate all of this. I honestly can't stand the connected universe crap. Like, I'm already starting to get burnt out on the Marvel and DC and whatnot. And in games, like, the last thing I want to do, or the last thing that I would want to see is Arcane kind of jumping into that, like, oh yeah, we have a Arcane multiverse, you know, all of our games are connected in one way or another. It's like, guys, we don't have to do it. Let's just have everything be separate. Let's enjoy it for what it is. Again, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Deathloop and Dishonored being in the same universe, it's the exception. It's not the rule, it's the exception to the rule. That worked because it made sense, like, in the universe. I don't see any situation where you can explain lore-wise how Redfall, Prey, Dishonored, and Deathloop all take place in the same universe. Like, they're just so vastly different from each other. There's no feasible way they could explain that. I'm sorry, they just can't.
Give me giving you tomorrow or a voice in the dark.
Let me come up and take a look. I think what we'll do.
Good as I can be.
Oh, I have so many guns to look at here. Okay, I gotta
see. Giving you tomorrow a voice in the dark. Let's do the clinic one because we already kind of went through the neighborhood there, so let's do that one. Not convinced. The turrets are almost identical in Redfall and Deathloop because they take place so close in the Arcane timeline. You just don't see it yet. My master plan is all in the works. There is no master plan. You're just a conspiracy theorist. Stop getting in my head. Okay, I want to listen to this, so sorry, I'm gonna shut up.
As if things couldn't get any worse, we've got PMC boots on the ground here. Means somebody at this Avon company spent a lot of money to deal with a big problem. Those mercs were heading to Redfall General Hospital, looking for some kind of old-ass film footage. Shit must be real embarrassing. They're sick. I don't care what they're after. If they can get on the island, they must have had some sort of exfiltration plan. So maybe we can get off of Redfall too, and hopefully send some help back. Okay, Bribon, let's roll.
Alright, cool. I love that I can see all of us in the cutscene. That's really neat. So, okay, and then did we? Okay, wait. Actually, hold on. We need to fix the popcorn machine still, right? Let me. Okay, here we go. Yeah, there you go.
It's my inventory is packed.
Okay, and let's make some popcorn, huh? Let's do it.
Oh.
Make a little bit of popcorn, huh? Popcorn for those of you enjoying the stream. Once again, and I know this is gonna sound like reductive and just really repetitive, but I kind of have to say it just to kind of, you know, get it out of the way. But those of you who are enjoying the stream would definitely appreciate it if you hit the like button and consider subscribing if you like what you're listening to or like what you're watching, you know. I kind of like to style my live streams a little bit differently from my curated video content. I like it to be a little bit more chill, a little bit more relaxed. So, yeah, appreciate all of you just taking some time out of your evening to be here in the stream and just chill with us while we're playing some Redfall. Okay, in fact, I'm pretty sure the wolf guy in Deathloop was inspired by the events of Redfall, if you notice some of the wolf-themed cosmetics. Yeah, I have noticed the wolf cosmetics. I haven't read too much into it, though. I can't lie, guys, part of the reason I enjoyed Deathloop so much was hunting for ways to connect it to Dishonored. I found those really cool Dunwall chairs with the sun visors on a roof in Updawn. Yeah, like, the assets that they have from Dishonored in Deathloop, like, those being there, you can find a lot of similar assets. Like, again, it just kind of made more sense in the context of that being in the game, you know, them taking place in the same universe. I guess I don't know what I'm really trying to get at here with this, but
well, you know, like you said, their first Easter egg wasn't even theirs, and 451, which I've not found in this game yet.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not even connected to an Arcane game. It's connected, I think.
Yeah, 0451 has always been kind of just a staple of the immersive sims, just like a Fahrenheit 451 reference. Have you noticed how the cars in Redfall are very similar to the Deathloop vehicles? Shared universe. Okay. And I know you're just screwing with me, DeMarco, but it's, oh gosh. Take a look at this police cruiser and tell me this looks anything like those weirdo cars, those weird little buggies that they drive around in Deathloop.
Wait, I was see something first.
That's...
1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't know if we can actually blow that up since we're in the safe zone. Huh.
Okay, there we go.
Oh yeah, it's an invincible, invincible vehicle there, I think.
Okay, now I need to...
Okay, but yeah, anyway, so, and I know you're just screwing with me, but... oh god, it's maddening! It's maddening, I tell you!
I was gonna say this before, but, what feels like a sin to me. I've played, so, modern, arcane games, Deathloop, REDFALL, Prey.
Mm-hmm.
I played Dishonored 1 and 2. I've never played Dishonored Death of the Outsider.
Honestly, you're not, and this is coming from me, a diehard fan. Well, actually, no. I was about to say you're not missing out, and then, no, I should just slap myself for saying that. No, you are missing out, because if you played the... Death of the Outsider, honestly, is kind of what I would compare it to is like, you know, you play through the original Dishonored game, and then you play through the Knife of Dunwall and the Brigmore Witches as Dowd. That is pretty much like what I would compare Death of the Outsider to. It's like, it's the giant DLC expansion for Dishonored 2, where you're playing as a different character, you got a whole different set of powers. The story, I think, is the most important thing, is because, you know, obviously the way that game ends kind of helps to set up the events of Deathloop, you know, so... that I would say that game is very important if you're trying to like keep up kind of with the lore and the story of the Dishonored games, so to speak. So
Yeah,
No,
you see,
after those games,
you
we
see,
just start
yeah,
from
I played like all the Dishonored games, and I've also played all the expansions. So quite, you know.
yeah.
Matt, hello there, buddy. You seem a little... I'm gonna take a screenshot of that. Huh.
Wait, what's going on?
There's a cultist out here, standing here, holding a non-existent gun.
Oh,
Wait.
Completely oblivious.
Oh, I don't see him at
He
all.
has no collision.
Oh, he looks like a dead body to me.
Oh, and he's gone.
Yeah, yeah, he was dead already, I think. Pretty sure.
I'm trying to remember. He's our second or third
for me.
All right.
First, second floor.
He was just stuck in his...
Yeah, we'll get up to the second floor here eventually. I'm just kind of looking around and grabbing some more
I know that
loot.
there's a grave lock on this side. I just can't remember where it is.
There is a grave lock here. I'm pretty sure it's closer to the top in the office.
Hang on.
Okay, let's see.
One thing I love in this game is how much toilet paper's worth.
Oh
I
yeah.
know that they made this thing
Oh yeah. Oh,
pandemic.
my brother said the exact same thing. He's like, you could tell this was a pandemic game because toilet paper is worth so much in-game currency. Both Deathloop and REDFALL also have fences on them. Keep up with the arcane multiverse. Oh, Jesus Christ.
They really are gonna drive you insane with this, are they?
Yeah, it's yeah. All right, let's see. Oh, sorry, I'm in your way there.
The parking deck.
Yeah.
You see, by the end of this realm's gonna like start dreaming about the Arcaneverse.
No way. No way. Are we listening to this audio log in here?
It's been years. Whatever's left of her is gone.
Okay, yeah, heard some, which I'm sure once I beat the game and I listened back to, because I honestly was shocked when, I can't remember which one of you it was that said the game had New Game Plus, but I was like, stop, you're lying, there's no way. But then it makes sense, right? Because the level cap is 40, and it would give you the opportunity to kind of go back and get some of the collectibles that I had missed. So
Yeah.
I definitely want to play New Game Plus on this. But I'm sure when I go back and I beat the story and I actually listen to some of these audio logs, I'm going to catch some things that I probably missed. So kind of like this guy right here.
Yeah, I don't think I got him the first time I was here.
Yeah, this is a, wait, where did he go?
There it is.
Oh, there he is. Okay, this is a little, story bit here.
Is it? What the hell?
I'm not hearing any of it actually.
It's already worked.
Oh, okay, there we go. I'm hearing it now. No, I'm hearing it now. So.
Charles began donating blood to him.
Claire, she insisted. And it's true, Peter has improved some. Our trials have yielded results along
Some more background on Peter Addison, aka the Hollow Man.
Charles.
That's why I'm here. You've shown promise. If you accept my offer, we can realize that promise.
Still, and I don't want to spoil anything
We have plenty
on the stream, but I still don't know
I don't
what
see
the
what you can
butterfly
offer that we
was.
don't already have.
The butterfly was just it was just because of her daughter. It was like his daughter, sorry. It was symbolism for her because he so everybody here who's playing co-op with me, everybody's completed the Hollow Man fight, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so my understanding based on the bits that I've gathered and kind of my own working theory here is that he initially, before he got access to the Gateway's blood sample, which is kind of the girl that we're hearing narrate in the Gravelocks, he was using his daughter with a butterfly needle. He was like siphoning blood off of her to try and oh, okay, Demonic got the film reel there, so there we go. Okay, and yeah, here's the Gravelock up on the roof here, guys. Just jump out the window there, and you can get to it. He was using his daughter and kind of doing the blood experiments with her before he got access to those, like, blood samples. And yeah, that's my understanding of it, so... okay, let me catch up on chat a bit here. You can't stop this, Renegade. Can't stop, won't stop. Give in to my willpower. Never. I will never relent. I will always be the guy who disavows the Arcane multiverse, even though Arcane is in my name, and I'm a big fan, but, you know. It's besides the point. Oh, man. Honestly, the Siren and the C4 charge are like stupid powerful. Her abilities, Remy's abilities are stupid good, honestly. I'm having a lot of fun with her ability set here.
I'm just like...
I think they're below us.
Careful, they got backup.
Yep.
I'm playing as like a speedrunner at this point, just zooming through everything.
No worries. Oh, jeez, that hurt. In the world.
You're standing in a pool of gas.
Yeah, that's probably not the best place to be standing in, right? Okay. Okay, there we go. You haven't beaten the game. You see Colt at the end. He rescues you. Oh, God. A hot take, I'm not a fan of how much is explained regarding the Void and the Outsider in Dishonored 2, and especially Death of the Outsider. Yeah, no, I get that. It's a lot of people would have preferred that they kind of kept it more vague. Bruh, Jacob's like talking to Devender. He's like, I don't want to die out here with you on my 6. Poor Dev. He's just getting constantly pooped on. Okay, let's see. Let me get the...
I mean, I totally understand, and like Jacob's annoyance of Devender. I find him to be very, very annoying character-wise.
Yeah, understandable. He's definitely a archetype for sure. I agree. I also didn't like the reuse of Delilah. Yeah, a lot of people didn't like the fact that they brought Delilah back as the villain. Like me, I'm so invested in the universe and the lore and the world building of Dishonored that I thought them bringing back Delilah was interesting, if for no other reason than finding out that she's like technically Jessamine's blood relative. Like, she is her half-sister, quote-unquote. That, to me, was, like, a crazy reveal that I thought was cool. And it kind of explained, right, like, why she wanted to have the throne in the first place, so... So I didn't mind it. I definitely understand why people didn't enjoy it as much, but... Yeah, and then, you know, again, I kind of liked the expansion on the Void. Would I have hated it if they had kept it more kind of vague? Yeah, I wouldn't have. I would have probably liked it either way. I'm happy with how it turned out, but yeah. Anyway, oh, we got some Bellwether guys up here, huh? Okay. Okay, and then Lord said, wish there was more enemy variety for human enemies. Could have had enemies with shields that were taken from raided police stations. That is a great idea, honestly. You know, with this game, at least the way it is, excuse me, at least with the way it is right now, with it being always online, which I know that they're planning to patch that out eventually, but for right now, with it being an always online game, I do see a possibility where they're like, hey, you know, we can maybe add in some new enemy types potentially or something, but I don't know, maybe that would be too much work to like actually program that into the existing game. They might run into some more bugs, some more issues, you know.
Could add it as DLC.
Say what?
If they ever do like an expansion pack for this game, like they did with their other games, they could do more enemies that way.
Yeah, they could do that. Yeah, and I mean, actually, no. It's now that I think about it, it's not entirely out of the realm of possibility because they did that with the Golden Loop update. So I played Deathloop at launch, and they didn't have the armored guy with the fugue slab, and they didn't have the bomber enemies either at launch. So those guys were brand new.
Ghostwire Tokyo did the same thing. Ghostwire Tokyo had a completely new.
Yeah, Ghostwire Tokyo did the exact same thing. Oh, we got a siphon in here. That's bad news.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Ooh, jeez. That was close.
All the vamps are dead.
Dead.
Yeah, I think there's a safe back here. There it is.
Okay. Did you put out the, was that your blacklight that you put out?
Yeah.
Your ultimate? Oh, okay. Yeah, I was about to
Yeah.
say that. That thing's pretty cool. Okay, let's see. And sorry, what are you guys finding behind the counter there?
There's a safe with some junk in it.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll take a look at some of that stuff here.
Yeah, I found the shotgun.
I'm just kind of getting rid of some of my junk items here. Let's see. Got the flare gun. Don't really need that.
I think there might be something.
Just give me Prey 2. I don't even care if it's exactly the same. Just new setting and story. Yeah, everybody's asking for Prey 2, and I do think now, and especially after like REDFALL not being so well received, they're gonna go back and be like, okay, let's just do what we do best. Let's do the single player stuff. And Prey is a game that has only gotten more and more popular as time has gone on. Like, the game is now 6 years old, and it's more popular now than it's ever been. So, like, I definitely agree. Like, I want to see a Prey 2 as well. It's just a matter of whether they're gonna, I guess, actually give in to the fan demand, quote-unquote, because it is, for the mainstream, it's technically still a cult classic considered by most people, I would say, so. Whoops.
For me, I'm worried about them just alone calling it Prey 2 because
no, they're not going to call it Prey 2. Like it'll be Prey with a subtitle. It'll be like Prey something. You know, it's not going to be Prey 2 because they want to avoid getting into that. They want to avoid getting into that controversy. You know, they had with canceling the OG Prey 2. You know, the original one. If any of you are familiar with that, so
honestly, I totally blame.
That's part of the reason.
See, I totally blame our no, but that's Max's because from everything I was reading is that the so-called modern like 2017 Prey was a completely like a brand new IP, and
yeah, they forced them to attach the Prey name to it because if you're not using the name for an IP that you own after a certain period of time, you're going to lose the rights to that. So they basically only did it to retain the rights, as far as I'm aware. And that was another reason that was another thing that kind of pushed Colantonio out, exactly. So I think they fleshed out
like having to make compromises to another company because I think Arx Fatalis, I don't know, one of their games, it may have been Arx Fatalis.
Yeah. He wanted to.
They were forced to give it a different name.
Yeah, well, Dark Messiah was originally going to be the Arx Fatalis sequel because from what I understand, and again, this is coming from someone who hasn't played it yet, but Arx Fatalis was received pretty well by the critics, review-wise, but it just didn't sell well, which, you know, that's the immersive sim curse, right? Immersive sims don't tend to sell all that great. But they were going to make a Arx Fatalis sequel, but none of the major publishers wanted to bite on it or give them the resources, but so Ubisoft came to them and it's like, hey, we'll repurpose this because we own the Dark Messiah IP, and they're like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, we can do that. So
yeah, I will say something controversial.
Is there a thing in here that I missed? Is there a Gravelock in here that I missed? I'm hearing one right now.
So you see, I never actually played the OG Prey, so like the whole entire the Prey controversy never really bothered me that much because, you know, I don't have the same, I guess, reverence of the original game.
Yeah, a lot of people hold up that first game really highly. Oh yeah, I totally missed this one last time. What the heck? I missed this one in the basement.
It basically did Portals before Portal.
Yeah, it did Portals before Portal from Valve was even a thing. So yeah, they did that whole tech beforehand. So.
Hold on, man. Where are you that you found another Gravelock?
Oh, you're right across from me. Just see where I'm at, right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just right back here, just behind the back in the shelves in the corner back there. So.
I see the light.
Okay, and then I think they fleshed out Delilah and her motivations more. I kind of shrugged her off when they brought her back, but once I accepted it, I think they did a pretty dang good job. Yeah, like Knife of Dunwall and Brigmore Witches to me was kind of the intro, and then in Dishonored 2, that was their opportunity to kind of flesh her out. And honestly, bringing her back made sense. And again, that's just me personally, but that's how I felt about it. Riot Shield enemies would have given more incentive to use things like the elevator to launch the enemies up because of it being harder to just shoot them. Yeah, that's sure. That's true.
Another thing they could have done is they could have, I believe the game's lacking of weapon types, as they could have had, you know, like an LMG enemy or, you know, an SMG enemy, you know, like different types of enemies, you know, SMG guys, you know, charge your face, you know, try to pepper you, while the LMG would, you know, hunker down and, you know, try to use siege tactics to kill you.
Exactly. Okay, and because it's effing amazing, yeah, Prey is. It's great. Prey, Mooncrash 2, lol. Yeah, honestly, like, if they did kind of like a, if they gave Prey 2 kind of a Mooncrash kind of makeover, if they kind of decided to do more of a roguelike thing, that'd be pretty cool too. You know, I wouldn't have an issue with that.
Interesting.
And then I enjoyed the. Sorry, I'll get to you here in a sec. I enjoyed the expanded lore, but she was heavily misused, and we basically had the same boss fight. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, the boss fight with Delilah was pretty much the same. Good point. What game were you saying did Portals before Valve? Prey. So not the Arcane Studios Prey. This was a Prey game. It was like a first-person shooter that came out in 2006, I believe. And it has one of the greatest intros to a video game of all time, where you're being sucked into a UFO while Blue Oyster Cult's Don't Fear the Reaper is playing in the background, which is just awesome, at least in my opinion. So, anyway, okay, let's...
It's all got in here?
Yeah, let's just play this here.
Finally. Let's see why Bellwether was hired to burn this film.
Yeah, let's find out, shall we? Will it play? Oh, okay, there we go. All right, my bad. I just put the bulb in. All right.
I will say this, but like Redfall, I'm kind of disappointed just considering this is supposed to be a AAA game. I find the lack of cutscenes or cinematics is like kind of.
Subject deceased.
Yeah, the cutscenes kind of being these cut and dry kind of slideshows. It's a little disappointing. I like it from an artistic perspective, but I definitely get why like it doesn't work quite as well as a
I'm just saying for the price, like for the game price they're charging, I kind of.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Standards are looking much higher.
Yeah.
It's like if this was like indie game, yeah, like that's acceptable. Like when you have the budget as these games do, it's like.
Yeah.
Our work has been realized.
Got some juicy electricity
No,
for
I
you,
just miss
Big Bone.
Rosario Dawson's voice.
Oh, she's great as Billy Lurk. Like when they announced that she was going to be playing, and I remember like playing through Dishonored 2. I remember. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to listen to the dialogue there.
We have to stop him.
Okay, never mind. So Jacob and Remy just had a little back and forth there. Okay, but yeah, what was I gonna say? I liked like when they announced her as this kind of like random character. Is like, oh, her name's Megan Foster, and then it's like, you know, she's got a mysterious past. And eventually, before I got to the end of the game, I started finding these notes that made me wonder. I was like, who is this chick really? And then by the end, when she's like, yeah, I'm Billy Lurk, I was like, bruh, no way. That was like, for me being such a lore geek with Dishonored, like that for me was really cool. That was a cool little thing. And especially if you're playing through as Emily, because that conversation you have with her and the fact that she did kind of help kill the Empress in a way, you know, like that was really cool. I liked that. So
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm heading back towards the fire.
yeah, we're a ways behind you, but we're just kind of trailing
in all
here.
honesty, you know what made, in my opinion, Dishonored 2 so good are those 2 levels.
Oh yeah, Cracking the Slab and the Clockwork Mansion. Yeah.
Yeah, everything else around it, as fun as it was, those 2 levels, they could have had this, you know, they could have put those 2 missions in this game and gotten a better score.
Yeah,
you know, because they were
right.
just so good, so imaginative.
Isn't she really worried
I will
about
say
you?
this: I really do love like Dishonored 2 more southern, like Italian architecture, and they like in the game.
Yeah, it was a more southern. It was a more southern kind of inspired by Spain and Greece. Yeah, Mediterranean is what the vibe they were going for. Where, you know, Dunwall is very kind of industrial revolution era London.
Like Carcana, like, if you see Carcana was a real place, I would totally would love to visit it.
Yeah, Karnaka is really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Okay, Blue Oyster Cult's newest song, Don't Fear the Arcane Multiverse. We're just not gonna let it die, are we? We just gotta keep going. There's a shop next to the coastline edge of the map called Blue Oyster Cult. Don't know if you saw that. Oh, I had no idea. That's actually really cool. Didn't Arcane use 2D portrait animatics for cutscenes, I think, in Dishonored? I don't recall, honestly.
There was some, yes.
But it was more... There's more like actually animated cutscenes.
Yeah. I would love a Prey sequel with Mooncrash gameplay on Earth, telling the story of the invasion and aftermath through different characters. Yeah, well, there's a whole bunch of different directions you could go in with the Prey sequel. There's a bunch of different directions that you could go in with that.
Yeah, see, before I reached the end of Prey, and I won't say anything to ruin in case anyone had, I really thought that we were coming up with, I guess, a way for other people to take what we learned and implement in battle, if that makes sense. I'm trying to be vague in case someone's not played the game.
I feel like everyone here's played Prey at one point or another, but yeah, no, I appreciate you trying to avoid spoilers. Also, I have 2 Laylas on my screen, so this is a bug that I've heard about.
Yeah. So want to do Creepy Mansion mission?
Let me see. I actually kind of like to I kind of like to do all of them kind of like in a column. So I like doing all of them in a column. Yeah, I like doing all of them in a column. That it's for no reason other than just it drives my OCD crazy if I like jump forward to that stuff. So, and honestly, guys, I think I probably would only have time for maybe 1 or 2 more missions. Just because I wasn't planning to stream for too long. I think my personal timeline that I got for myself is coming up here. But so, okay, let me just accept the mission. I'll listen to the cutscene, and then I'll read some of the chat here. So,
You'd figure people would try to help each other in a shitstorm like this. And some are, like Anna and Reverend Eva. Reminds me of when hurricanes would hit back home. Neighborhoods pulling together, lifting each other up. But we also had assholes like these cultists back where I grew up, taking everything from people who've already lost too much. On the radio, they've been saying they're gonna help. They're telling people to get to the shipyard. But people who go there never get seen again. It's a trap. A deadly one. We're not gonna let them hurt anyone else. Right, Bribon?
Alright. I love the music in this game. This music is... A lot of people don't like the music for some reason. I really enjoy it. I think it's great, so...
I find the music is like... It doesn't suit the region. It's like it feels too much like a more urban hip hop compared to what it should, you know, as more classical tune.
And I get that. Yeah, I get that. So.
But I don't know. I mean, I would think that region, just like every other region, you know, I live in the South. Some of y'all may live out west, they all have their sub communities of hipsters and millennials and boomers and
yeah, stuff like that. Absolutely. All right, let me see. Let me stock up on ammo, and let me just make sure I've got enough lockpicks.
Got to hit them both eventually.
Rewire kits.
Hello.
Okay, I need more lockpicks. There we go. Okay.
I should see how she's
that
doing.
stuff. Okay.
I do find
boy, it hurt my feelings when I started playing the vendor here, and I realized I couldn't upgrade the number of lockpicks I carry on him.
Yeah, that's a skill. There's some skills that are specific to each character. So, like, Jacob has the skill that increases your lockpicks and your rear wire kits, I think. And then, like, Remy here, she has a skill where she can carry more med kits. So I can have more than 5, which is pretty cool. So, so there's like some differentiation between each of the characters. So, like, when you're playing solo, it's not gonna be it's not gonna be as good as, like, if you're in a co-op setting. You're gonna be able to take more advantage of that, I guess. So
yeah, in my Jacob playthrough, I was just stacked, you know, like a rewire and like a lockpick, so I could just like crack any door I wanted to.
Yeah.
With ease.
Okay, let me catch up a little bit on the chat here. All the items you loot are canonically being picked up to be given to the civilians in the safe house, which is why it's called support and why it's used as currency. You're trading those items. Yeah, exactly. That's the gist of it. So, and we got some of our first vampire nests popping up here. That's cool. I personally love Dishonored 2's Mediterranean style more as well. Does anyone know how Jacob lost his eye? It's kind of very briefly explained, and I don't want to say too much, but Miss Whisper is the vampire god that actually gives Jacob his eye. But that happens prior to the actual start of the game. You don't actually see it happen. They have, like, his character trailer for that. It would have been nice to see that in the game, but Dishonored 2 was almost a perfect sequel regarding gameplay and level design, but I feel like it lost its heart and soul. The Dreadful Whale was such a letdown after the Hound Pits pub. Yeah, there's pros and cons for each Dishonored game. I prefer Dishonored 2 over the first one in pretty much every way. Just, again, my personal thing. I prefer the exploration, I prefer the world, the gameplay, the power sets, the 2 playable characters. I enjoy all of that stuff. But yeah, I mean, I understand why like the Dreadful Whale, for example, was not as fully fleshed out of a hub area as the Hound Pits pub was. That is for sure.
I miss Piero. I don't understand why they got rid of him. I liked his.
Oh, well, he died. I think they explained that he died from either old age or he had some kind of incurable disease or something. But yeah, it would have been nice if they had kind of kept him around. They still kept Sokolov around, which was cool.
Yeah.
They kept some of the connective tissue to the first game, but okay, I kind of want to do the Vampire Nest.
Oh, Vampire Nest? Okay,
yeah, we'll do the Vampire Nest.
Alright,
and
I don't see how Vampire Nest play co-op.
Yeah, well, I've only ever done them in solo. I never got far enough with DeMarco playing co-op to see what Vampire Nests are like in 4-player co-op. I imagine it's going to be a little bit more difficult because, you know, the difficulty's going to scale a little bit. So
Oh,
some
I
bellwether
see a
guys over there.
sniper.
Yep.
Just wait, I can.
Oh wait, no, it's a turret.
What's happening?
Turret.
Ow.
Oh.
Turrets are kind of testing.
All right. Well, let's check this out, shall we?
Plus now I can check out how to actually get out of these nests without running out of time because...
Yeah, I don't know if you saw my message in the chat there, but I'll show you guys. Like once we get to the ends, there's going to be at least one exit door hidden in one of the little loot chambers at the very end. So first we got to make it there because we're probably going to get swarmed. So we'll see how this goes.
I mean, I'm
Now,
pretty
the
sure.
first one I did was, you know, I could have just walked right through it. They were all, it was, you know, there were no watchers or anything.
Oh, my frame rate's running way better in here.
What kind of revolution?
Yeah, I guess it's a separate area from
It's
the
a
overworld,
yeah,
so-
it's a separate instance. So my frames are moving way better in here.
Nowhere to go.
Now that pool's the only place I crashed. I won't even go in there because I got in there, I couldn't get out, and then.
Oh, in the pool? Yeah, probably best to stay out of there. All right, do you want to send out that Raven?
Sure.
Let's see who we can spot, huh? All right, we got that. I'm gonna send out my little buddy.
Another monster?
Oh wow.
What the hell?
Yeah, those. Okay, let's take out that Watcher because those guys will do some serious damage if we're not careful about those.
We just chewed through the vents.
Yeah,
Like,
we plowed
like-
through
like
those
Best to let
guys.
it sleep for now.
All right, anybody got a UV beam? Or no, wait, we just have to avoid that. There's no spewer for that.
yeah, wait.
What a horrible way to die. At least there might be something.
go.
Yeah, that one of it just it does bother me. Why sometimes there's those skewers and sometimes there's not. And it bothers me, man.
Yeah, understandable. It's because you always feel like you're kind of trained to see that it kind of comes from somewhere in the open world, but it doesn't always come from the open world. I have a flare gun, by the way, so I can just kind of like start finishing some of these guys off from a distance.
Here comes the heat. Demo woman. Well, let's freaking worry about.
Go. Nice. All right.
Wow,
I killed like a whole group of them just now.
I feel like this should be a lot tougher than it is, but we're just kind of just.
Yeah, well, I mean, and again, I haven't if I had beaten the game, I would have put us on the frickin' Eclipse difficulty, like, and maybe I will next time. If we have another live stream where I can get all of us together again, we can definitely do that.
Playing
but-
on
Dang,
daylight solo
usually
for
there's
me
only
is a
3.
pain in the ass.
I'm gonna go left.
Oh, whoa, yeah, there's like 6 of them? What in the world? Okay, so there's more in co-op to like kind of account for...
I'm gonna try and not wake these guys up.
Yeah, well, good luck with that.
They're sleeping.
I'm gonna wake them up. I'll wake them up.
Well, y'all have fun with that. I'll do the rest of these.
Far left.
I want you to show this. Oh, that was smooth.
Alright, there we go. Alright. Okay, last one. Okay, so hold on before you grab the remnant. Let's make a note of where we have the chamber. So we have, okay, so actually look, this one here is the door. I can see it right through there.
Which one?
This one, okay, so you can look through and you can see the door through it.
Oh.
Okay, so we want to do this one last. So look for all of the other ones. So look, we got one there at the top of the stairs. There's going to be one underneath the stairs, probably. There's going to be one up there. So just kind of make a note of where everything's at and just get as much as you can. And then we'll go through that door last when we have about 10 seconds left. And we'll get the XP to keep.
Oh.
Thank you, Layla.
All right,
You're the
ready?
best.
On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Open up now! God damn it! Open up!
No, there's nothing in here. Oh wait, no, there is something in here. Okay, no.
Where is it, Deacon? You gotta move fast.
Okay, go over here. We should speed up through this actually.
Oh, come on. Okay, under the stairs.
Get that. Go over this, go over that.
Time to get out of this net.
Alright, we got a bullet button it.
Ooh, got the assault rifle, an orange one. Alright. Okay, we still have some time.
Get any.
Just in case. Okay.
Alright, and right about now is when you might want to be making it to the door.
I'm running.
Trying.
Alright, come on.
Let's move.
5, 4, 3, 2,
All right. And there we go. And that's how you do it. So you keep all of the loot that you grab, and you get to get 1,000 XP, which is like, in this game, that's more than most of the story missions that you get, so.
Yeah, so I guess we'll go back to the campaign mission now.
Yeah. Let me just pour
my
through
God.
some of the loot that I got here, because
Hey.
I got the orange assault rifle.
Okay, this is another problem I've been having with this game. So sometimes when you complete the vampire nests, so the escape and T keys become completely useless. You can't use your flashlight.
Oh, okay, yeah, you got that bug there with that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, yeah, that
think
that's always a bit of a pain in the butt.
There's a specific menu pulled up where you hold down either T or escape to close or fast travel. But of course that menu's not actually there, and so it's bugged out.
Yeah.
The easiest way to fix that is to go back to the menu and start the game back. But,
Yeah,
you know,
probably.
can't really do that. So guess I'm stuck without a flashlight.
I'm sorry about that.
It's-
I'm
it
sure
won't be
it'll be
tired.
fixed once we get into
They
like
got-
an interior or something. So, okay, the Hound
Yeah.
Pits is fleshed out. Yeah, I felt like the Hound Pits was fleshed out. This game
Oh.
looks awesome. Well, I'm glad you think so. So, I mean, because you can try it on Game Pass and you can try it, or you can buy it. I wouldn't recommend buying it right now, not in the state it's in currently. Even though I am enjoying it, I would not recommend that you buy this game in its current state. I'm enjoying it, but I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, you see, I'm currently playing it through Game Pass. That's how
Yeah,
like,
play this game through Game Pass if you really want to try it. If you're really interested, play it through Game Pass if you have Game Pass. That's what I would recommend. Once this game has been patched and they've added some of the DLC stuff, you know, maybe then. Oh yeah, I have the bug too. I can't open my flashlight either. That's a shame.
Jacob.
Oh well. Okay.
What are you gonna do after
Oh
all of
wait,
this?
I want to hear this.
After?
You know, after we win,
I never think about after.
maybe you should start.
Interesting. Okay. Story mission. Actually, here, let's go because I only have enough time for one more mission. The other one's pretty far, so let's actually do this guy right here because there's a safe house right next door. And so we'll do this mission, we'll go in there, and then that's probably where I'll call it, at least for this session. On the next one, I might get a couple of other people to play co-op with, but we'll see. I'll have to figure that out when the time comes, but for right now, if I could just climb over this fence, Jesus. All right.
I will say this has been a fun community event.
How many is that?
Freaking birds.
Whoa!
Death, destruction everywhere. Oh my god.
Yeah, jeez. All right.
Also,
Ow, 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 ow. Okay. Here,
God.
how about we just do this, huh? That'll solve our problem.
I guess.
Yep, it's on.
All right, there we go. Yeah, because that circle will give you like constant healing, so that's actually a really good, pretty good ability, honestly. So.
Yeah. So
Okay,
you wanna-
so I'm just going to fill up on ammo probably, and then we'll just run over to that house. We'll do the side mission, and then we'll probably call it quits there.
So this one, the metamorphosis.
Yeah, we could do that. I was talking about the what is it? The abducted brother one that we have.
Oh.
But we can. I mean, the metamorphosis one is that one's gonna be. Where's that on the map? Yeah, that's like right next door. That's close by. We can do that. So it's not a problem.
Alrighty then.
Just one last time before we start to
Wrap up.
wrap up the stream here. Just want to thank everybody for taking some time out of your evening to be here, just chill with me, and also appreciate my lovely co-op buddies here, Connor, Quizats, Demonic. Really appreciate you guys just playing some 4-player co-op with me, because I don't know if you guys have played the 4-player co-op yet. This is my first time, but I've certainly been enjoying myself, so appreciate you guys. Okay, we're actually running in the opposite direction, I was about to say.
Bugs ruining the ugly heads. It's been fun.
Yeah, despite the bugs, it's good, and I can only imagine that we're probably going to have a lot more fun, like, once the bugs have been kind of ironed out a little bit, so... Alright. Nice. Alright, here we go. So... Why can I not throw out my, it won't even let me throw out my C4. That's interesting.
Oh, no way.
What?
Huh.
Okay, so I can still use that. Okay, that's interesting.
Do you have... I want to see the vampire ex-boyfriend, by the way. Where's Jason at? I haven't seen him pop up. Let's wait till the bad guys show up, and then I want to see him come out. I haven't even seen the vampire ex-boyfriend yet.
So where are these bloodbaths coming from?
Yeah, so this particular side mission, to be honest, I'm pretty sure this one's bugged too, because they don't show up until about a minute. It takes a while for these guys to actually spawn, sadly. So this mission doesn't even function the way that it's supposed to. Yeah. Well, I guess we're just kind of... They're gonna pop up eventually, but I think once we hit about a minute here, this is when they're gonna start popping up.
Or they...
I haven't had a few issues of enemies just popping in, just all of a sudden they're there.
Yeah.
And there was no one there before. And
exactly.
We got bogeys.
Okay, are they coming in now?
Cultists, no, with the cultists at the...
Oh, just at the gas station?
Okay. Yeah. I just like...
wow. Okay, this
one's bugged.
Yeah. This has given me a little bit of PTSD to some Fallout 76 public events here.
Yeah.
I don't know about anybody else, but...
I don't think this was quite as broken
juicy
when I did this
electricity for
mission.
you, Bribon.
My first time. The last time it was a little...
Well, okay, well, I guess we're gonna be fighting a vampire that's got, like, half health. So, well, you guys will get an achievement for this, at least, if you haven't gotten the achievement for this yet, so...
Well, might as well pull out Jason.
There we go, yeah. Give Jason a call. Let's see how... Oh, okay, never mind. Alright, well...
I think he went over there to kill the other cultists.
It is what it is, so...
Go all the way to the top floor.
Alrighty, well...
Mistake.
It's all good.
I didn't know. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot stake guns were really just OP.
Yeah, no, they definitely are, so... Alrighty, well, okay, let's do the mission at the house, and then that is where I think I'm gonna call it quits. Let me just get rid of some of this stuff, some of this junk here.
Oh, the missing brother?
Yeah, the missing brother, yeah, we'll do that, so... and call it from there, so...
Have you gotten the achievement on this?
Yes. This one I found is pretty easy to do. You just don't you don't want to you don't want to walk into that room and just say that. So
might want to
wait, which room?
Oh, you'll see. You'll see.
Okay.
Once we kind of get to the into the basement here, let's just try not to have demonic speed forward yet through to the basement.
That is one thing I do like. We run in this game. I feel like I actually run. Whereas, like, I was playing Skyrim earlier, man, and I'm just like...
Oh, well, yeah, it's... Well, and also, I mean, gosh, Skyrim is, what, 12 years old this November?
Yeah,
that game is, man... Oh, it is good. No doubt about that, so... Okay, are we ready?
Yep, ready.
Okay.
What?
Who wants to open the door?
I'll open it. Oh.
Ah! Alright, and let me do this real quick.
Wait, really? Just escape the house? That's it?
Oh, there's bad guys that show up.
Oh boy.
Throw it. You want to toss out that raven so we can actually see where they're at?
Hell, you made us all invisible.
Oh, did he really? Oh, I'm not invisible.
Maybe I was just, I don't know. I'm in.
Oh.
Okay, it's over now.
Well, there's usually some that come in through the back. That's weird. They all came in through the front this time. That's interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
I think.
Let me go upstairs because there's still some
random magazine hanging in the air.
Yeah, I saw that. Okay, there's a small safe in here. Let me kind of rummage through this guy. Okay, got a stake launcher. I have my flare gun that I actually was using a while ago in the vampire nest. I got some usage out of that.
Oh.
I just love that I have like my little robot buddy with me at all times. That's cool. So even when you're playing as Remy, you're not really alone. That's kind of cool. Okay, got a dead grandma in the closet. That's yeah.
Oh God.
Let's see what else we got here. Got some of that stuff.
Another thing I found weird about Redfall, which I kind of wish that kind of bugs me, is the fact that how many houses are like just locked up. You can't explore.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I like the fact that there's a lot of interiors to explore. That's one of the problems I have with a lot of other open world games. Is like so many of the interiors are just blocked off. But in this one, it is cool though that like some of them, a lot of them are open for you to kind of explore. But yeah, no, I feel where you're coming from for sure though, because not all of them are open.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Okay, well, now we just get out of the house. I think we have to move like a pretty fair distance away, so if I move over to the safe house...
we can...
I'm pretty sure... Yeah, there we go. And then we go back and talk to Joe. So we'll go ahead and walk on back to the fire station.
Yeah, gotcha.
And then that's where we'll go ahead and call it for this evening. But let me see here. Catch up a little bit on chat. Imagine if this game was Prey in Maine. They could have made you care about all the civilians you see, and some of them being vampires could have tackled some moral gray areas. Oh, definitely, yeah. Like, there's... Part of the sacrifice of having this game be co-op and open world is you're letting go of some of the cool immersive sim aspects and also some of the cool narrative stuff, right? Because in Prey specifically, and in the Dishonored games as well, there's like some moral quandaries that you kind of experience as a player. You're like, should I do this? Should I do that? Should I kill this character? Should I make this decision? Etc. etc.
You're the best.
Thank you, Layla. You're the best.
The triplets in this Dishonored 1.
Say what?
The sisters in Dishonored 1. Did you?
Oh, like yeah, like the Lady Boyle sisters. Do you give them over to this creepy like dude who's you know gonna take her away forever and possibly do some very bad things that I won't discuss for monetization reasons?
Or do you just cut her throat?
Yeah, exactly. Or do you just get rid of her? You know, it's like it's not a really great outcome either way.
Either way.
Yeah. So, all right, well, let's chat with Joe here.
You found them, huh?
All right, and I got the firefighter helmet and leveled up.
Guess we all lost someone out there, though.
Yeah, I want to know if when you played Prey, did you fall for the cook's tricks?
So I remember the very first time I played Prey, I met the cook and I was like, something's off about this dude. And then the very first clue I had was like, you go and get what's his name? You get the
Will Mitchell's.
God, what is it? It's Gustav Leitner's. He has like he has like a special item or something, and
No.
you see a photo.
Will Mitchell.
Yeah, you see a photo of him there, and also when you listen to the audio logs of Will Mitchell, he's like a white dude with a mustache. He's not some fat Russian guy with glasses. It's like, okay, that's kind of odd. And then, but you know, just out of curiosity in my first playthrough, I'm like, all right, you know what? I am going to go into the freezer and see what happens. And the bastard locked me in, and I'm like, well, okay, I know what he's all about now. So, Okay, so if they update this game enough, I'm sure it can climb the Xbox charts. They have to be a ton more active, though. They can't do other games and take super long to update Redfall. Yeah, no, exactly. Like, they pushed out a hotfix for this game, but what they really need to do is they need to drop a patch for this game ASAP. Like, it's... I honestly am shocked that it's taken them this long to drop the game's first proper update. You know, if we're lucky, maybe it'll drop next week, but I guess we'll see. So, but anyway, I think that's pretty much where we're going to call it tonight, guys. We made some decent progress. We had quite a bit of fun here, just kind of blasting through. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves, and thank you so much for taking some time out of your weekend, out of your evening to do some of that co-op with me. I do think for the next session, I'm going to try and get a different group of people, but I do want to... I kind of want to mix it up a bit, so I might have some of the same people from this session in the next one. It might be a totally different group of people. It might be a mixture of new people and one or two of you guys, so...
you know the best thing you can do? You can rotate people out.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's probably what I'm going to end up doing, but still, really appreciate you guys being willing to kind of start from scratch, try out some characters that maybe you guys haven't played as yet, yeah, so, and everybody else who was watching or was in the chat commenting, appreciate you guys as well. You know, leave a like on the stream if you enjoyed it. Again, consider subscribing if you're interested in more Redfall, more live streams, more just arcane stuff in general. And if not, that's okay too, because again, I know Redfall's not everybody's cup of tea, especially right now, so... and yeah, you have a good night as well, Hart. Yeah, absolutely. So, I guess, do you guys back out then, or because I'm hosting, or...
Well,
alrighty.
I'm now, so...
Alrighty.
All right, take it easy, guys.
All right, yeah, you guys have a good night. Have a great rest of your weekend.
Have a great time. I'll be seeing you guys later.
Alrighty. And let me see. Okay, so good. All players have left the match, so it took me back to the main menu. Okay, and then Doug, thank you for streaming and y'all for discussing stuff with us. Very enjoyable stream. Keep up the great work. We'll appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. And thanks for sticking around this long. So, yeah, let me go ahead and, here, let me just make sure I've got the proper, let me make sure I've got the proper, screen set up here. Let's see if I can have... Sorry, just bear with me here, guys. Okay, I guess there's no option for that. Well, it's fine. But yeah, appreciate all of you who decided to stick around through the stream tonight. You know, if you did enjoy, again, I know I'm repeating myself here, but leave a like, hit the subscribe button, and yeah, I hope everybody has a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you when I see you. So appreciate all of you.